This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
What happened, Eric?
Oh, Iraq.
What happened?
Supposed to bring us back in professional fashion.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh,
What happened?
Dead
The
silence.
rejoiner was there, and it disappeared right as it played.
Really?
Thank you.
I think someone hit
Thank you, man.
the delete button.
No,
I think someone needs a spanking.
Oh, wow.
If I was Yoda, I would have given them a spanking.
Give them a spanking.
You know, I know. There's parents out there that still do that spanking shit. It's connected to some kind of sexuality. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Spanking is fucking creepy.
Well, it depends on how you do it.
I used to get quite a sound thrashing, and there was nothing sexual about it whatsoever, believe me.
When you had to pull your little pants down?
That was early on. That just goes with the degrading part of it. Makes the parent the real, gives them the upper hand in the whole relationship early on.
Right.
Where they're like, it's like, oh, man, I'm being degraded. It's like a fucking POW camp.
Yeah.
And they're the guards, and you're the prisoner. It's like, you got to do whatever they say. Pull your pants down. Like,
Let's not reduce the experience of the POWs to
well,
a spanking in the kitchen.
You know what? I meant the principle of it, the ideology behind wearing someone down.
Gotcha.
I didn't literally mean that my dad and mom were starving me to death. And perhaps,
It's just like a gas chamber.
it's exactly
the
like
same.
it.
Joe DeRosa in studio.
Yes.
Guys.
Joe, back in New York full time. How long were you gone?
2 months.
That was 2 months, huh?
2 months, but I was on the
That's
show.
standing on my head.
But you were on the show every week.
I was on the show twice. I know.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's so funny. I was talking to this girl, a friend of mine last night. She goes, what are you doing tomorrow? And I go, oh, I'm doing Opie and Anthony in the morning. I'm excited. I go, I haven't seen the guy since I left. Well, I was on the one time, but I was on twice. Well, no, like 3 times. Yeah, you know what? It's really not that special.
It's not that big a deal, right?
And everything's going well for Joe. He moved back to New York. His mom's doing very well.
My mom is 100% healthy, 110% healthy, back at work full time, driving, doing everything again on her own. She's and I said this the last time I was in, but let me say it now that everything's officially over. I can't thank all of you at the show enough for how sincere you guys were when I talked to you off the air about this stuff. And the fans, man, you guys are amazing. The fans, people were emailing and tweeting me. I'm still getting emails where it's like first thing that everybody says is, hey, dude, I hope your mom's cool, man. Hope you're good. And then when are you coming to Poughkeepsie or whatever? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we
I'm astounded.
Everybody. I was showing my mom the messages. She was.
Wow, that's
cool. It was awesome, man.
Let's bring some positivity into this show.
Yeah. A little positive note.
So Joe looks at me.
Well, there it was.
Well, that's my point. Because then Joe goes, yeah, everything's going so well. I moved back to New York. Mom's doing well. You think we can keep it kind of positive today?
Yeah.
Can we try something a little different?
All's good.
Instead of beating the shit out of each other?
Yeah, everything's exciting and fucking now that that's out of the way, you know who's a fucking cunt?
Yes.
Have you ever? Hold on.
We got to write a note.
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting.
Have you ever mentioned that about you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the time.
Yeah, because I had a thought about that.
Oh.
Joe DeRosa, was adopted.
What?
And the only reason I bring it up today is because Sandusky's son comes out, his adopted son, and says, yeah, this fucking asshole was, fooling around with me, too.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was thinking to myself, that's gotta, you're adopted into some crazy family sometimes.
Family that's going to fucking sexually abuse you.
I know you also could do it to your own. Your own blood, I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's got to suck. All the families that want to adopt kids out there, and you're the lucky one that goes to the Sandusky home?
That sucks. I never understood that. I know a few adopted people, not a lot, but...
it worked out very well for you, right?
It was fine for me. I mean, I was adopted at 9 days old.
9 days?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I don't remember, and my parents... I don't remember them telling me I was adopted. I just always knew, so they must have started telling me when I was really young. So my parents did it the right way.
Why do they have to tell you?
I think it's the right thing to do, don't you? Because I look like a fucking goddamn sand heap, and they don't. What? So
They're
I need
Irish
some
or something?
explanation for that.
Do you have black parents?
Yeah, right. That would be great.
I don't know.
You're not telling
I
me.
don't know. Well, Anthony still lets me in his house, so
That's true. Yeah.
Do you have any desire to meet the old biological people there?
no. Well, here's the thing with being adopted that sucks. No matter, I think this happens to everybody, no matter how well your parents do it, how right they do it. There's all this, I have a lot of subconscious stuff that started coming up when I hit about 30, 29 or 30, abandonment issues.
Oh, man.
Intimacy issues. These things start popping up, and you're kind of
weird.
like,
9 days you were fucking given away there, and it still comes up.
yeah, because I think your whole life, look, when you're a kid, kids will make fun of you. Like when you're in grade school.
Yeah.
Kids would, at least I'm not adopted. People say stuff like that.
Why would
bullied? Give him $500,000.
Why? We need a website for Joe DeRosa.
That old fat bus broad.
Yeah. Why? But
Man.
why do the kids have to know you're adopted?
Because I never thought there was anything strange about it. It was just part of my
Upbringing, whatever.
thing. Yeah, I would talk about it like anything else. I have a brother. You know what I mean? Like that.
Do you find it weird that you have a biological mom and dad out there that are just right now wandering around somewhere? Possibly. That would be so strange for me.
The thing I always worried about with finding them, I don't think I want to find them. And the thing I was worried about with finding them was that, I'm half Egyptian and half Italian.
Are you rich?
No.
You might be
Then
a
you
Saudi
find 'em.
prince.
Well,
Then you fucking find them because it's like a lottery.
Well,
if I was adopted, I'm looking for my biological parents to maybe get
let me tell you about how
a
fucking
little payout.
Let me tell you the hard ends of that lottery spectrum.
Yeah.
With Egyptians.
Yeah.
The Italian side I wasn't worried about. My Egyptian side I was worried about. Because on the one hand, they could be fucking barons with those little teacup hats on.
The fez.
Yeah.
I don't know how they keep those hats on. By the
Yeah.
way.
So that's the one side. I'm like, I got to find these motherfuckers and get a room at the mansion. The other side is they live in a market where they have a monkey that steals them apples every night for dinner.
And now you got to take care of them with the little you
exactly.
made.
I got to free them like it's
what?
Temple of Doom. Fuck that shit. I'm not doing that.
I would take a risk. I would take the risk.
Temple of Doom.
I would take the risk though for the payout.
His biological father's going, call him on, trying to pull people's hearts out.
Please let me die.
All right, good point, John. Good point.
I don't, man, there's so much to find in your parents in that situation, man. Are you gonna?
I thought you were going to hit Joe over the head.
No,
You saw that, right?
Sorry, I was just scratching my back with my...
But look like you're going to walk.
Anthony just picked up the flute. You thought he was going to hit me? I thought he was going to start playing Arab music on it.
Oh, I could. Wait a minute, here we go.
He'll come up with something.
I don't know what that is.
You just do that.
I just
That was
go,
good.
whoa.
Here's the thing. It's another part of it for me was is it worth it? It's not just going to affect me. It's going to affect everybody around me and my family.
But it's such a mystery. I would have to know. It's easy to say that because I'm not adopted. It's a different mindset, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But where I sit, I would have to just at least know.
I think if
or
I
look
had,
at them from afar, even find out where they fucking live, and maybe just stake out their joint for a while. Yeah.
Let me stalk them for a while, see if they're worth a relationship.
I think you gotta. I mean, you don't know. You gotta.
I don't know if I'd want the relationship because I'm sure your parents are your parents, right, Joe?
Yeah.
And who knows?
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
probably...
that's part of what I'm saying though is that it's
I'm
not
just talking about
good-
the curiosity part. I would have
Right.
to know. I don't know if
It's
I'd
gonna
want
affect-
a relationship or any of that shit.
Right.
It's like you gave up on me at 9 days old. Go fuck yourself. I'm good.
I can see your parents, though, your birth parents are thinking the same thing. Like, well, he could be a big executive at Apple. Or he could be, you know, a stand-up comic or something.
Right, exactly.
With a drinking problem.
Well, God. Let's face it. People that have a lot of money don't give a kid up for adoption.
That's true.
You know what I mean? The chances of them being rich are slim because
maybe they won the lottery.
You know, there's, you know, if you're rich and you give the kid up, it's like you're partying too fucking hard, and then you don't give it for adoption. You just get it sucked out.
And then you're not going to care if he shows up either.
Or
be like, oh, what's this kid want? I gave him away.
Or he could be
a fucking little dumb boomerang. Leave.
Well, I used to have a bit about it where I'd say, what am I going to? People would go, are you going to go find them? You're going to look for your real parents? And I go, no, I pretty much took the hint when they abandoned me. And then,
that's very good.
But you're a filmmaker.
Yeah.
You like making little films, man. That's your film. And it would be hilarious to see how it turns out.
I have an idea for a movie about it, and I don't want to say it on the air for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
but I have an idea.
People steal.
What's the idea? Searching for my real biological... Not real. I apologize, because I get the adoption thing. It's part of my family now, so I get it.
Yeah.
Your parents are your real parents.
Yeah.
The search for your biological...
Yeah, I have an idea, but it's not the movie idea I have isn't a biological story. It's not, or autobiographical, excuse me.
Yeah,
I got you.
It's a fictional.
A fictional.
What we call fiction in the business of film.
Do you want? I got to go to the phones. We haven't gone on the phones in a couple of days now, by the way. But we got to go to the phones because two people on the phone that found their biological parents.
I've heard some horror stories.
One's a good story and one's a bad story. Which one do you want first?
The good one. Let's save the bad one.
All right.
You know,
we got Chris in Michigan. Chris, you can relate to what Joe's saying here, huh?
Yeah, well, it wasn't me. It was my uncle.
All right.
He was given up for my aunt's husband. He was given up for adoption when he was a kid, and he never really had any interest in finding his parents. His dad actually found him. It turns out Dad got a girl knocked up and went off to the Army, and her parents didn't like that he was a Native American and gave the kid up for adoption. So a couple years ago, his dad found him. Dad's a member of the Pechanga tribe out there in California, one of the biggest fucking casinos out there, and put his son, who he didn't know or anything, on the rolls several years before. So he got this giant, huge-ass payout at first, and then every month, you know, he gets thousands and thousands and thousands.
Jesus.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, man, get out there.
So basically, he's a millionaire, right?
Well,
there was never...
Hold on, what?
He runs back, he flies back home here to Michigan, you know, every other week, and flies back out there first class, back and forth.
First class, Joe?
There was never a better opportunity for a smash cut of things going wrong than you going, what are you waiting for? You have nothing to lose.
And then, bam, there you are.
And then it cuts.
A losing situation.
And you hear a gong noise, and it's me walking through an empty village.
A fucking marketplace with, like, chickens being beheaded.
Your biological father's missing a foot. Because of a deal gone bad.
First of all, I'm not a fucking American Indian, first of all.
But you don't know. That's the beauty of this.
I know. I'm Egyptian and Italian.
But, I mean, you don't know what
Might be some Egyptian thing.
Well, they didn't become American Indians
part
with
owner
casinos.
In pyramids. Something.
You get some of that pyramid money.
He might own the Lexor there in Vegas.
Can I ask you this? What was your uncle doing before his biological father found him?
He owned his own business, kind of. It was mostly landscaping and stuff.
He's a landscaper. Those guys like to say they own their own business.
Yeah, well, you know.
All right, so he went from a landscaper to landscaping to first-class fucking plane tickets, Joe.
Yep.
It's to check out his share of the casino.
Listen, trust me when I tell you this. Just take my word. It is not going to work out for me like that. Nothing ever works out for me like that.
Yeah, but maybe this is the one thing that does.
You said Egyptian. What if you're related to the Onassis or some shit like that, you know?
Well, look, anything's possible. But again, would they give a kid up for adoption?
Yeah.
Unless it was something that was going to disgrace the family, like...
Yeah, but...
What if you find out their last name is Tut?
But Joe, you're looking at it... You're
some gold in that family.
You're looking at it not the right way. because they've had 30 years to make something of themselves. You're thinking when you were 9 days old.
I'm thinking
30 some odd years. I don't even know how old.
I am thinking selfishly. I'm only concerned about dismantling my entire fucking life and destroying my parents' soul. It's shitty of me. I should be more open-minded about
But they might be able to get a little action out of this, too.
How?
Huh? Because Joe gets the action, and then he passes it on to the parents that loved him his entire life.
What if I met him and they go, now here's $1 million. You don't give a fucking penny of this to those imposters.
All right. Here's the other side of the coin that Joe's talking about. Let's go to Billy in Ohio. Billy.
Hello, how you doing, Joe?
Hey,
you're the right one, though. Because I was in trouble when I was younger. I was adopted. My mom and dad seeked my real parents out.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah?
My real mom was a heroin addict. She died at like 42. And my real dad's in prison doing life, so.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, the odds that you're going to have a good stuck story is slim to none.
So you didn't need to know that your biological, I keep saying that, your biological mom was a heroin addict and your dad's in prison for life. You certainly didn't need that info.
Mm-hmm. Why is he in prison for life? What did he do? Murder?
I think.
No, they hung the bitch on him. The last thing he did was robbing people dressed up as a cop, robbing heroin dealers and shit like that. I mean, he had it going on. He had a scheme anyway. He had a plan.
Billy's
he ain't going too far.
Did you say they hung the bitch on him? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the bitch, the habitual criminal.
I fucking love that. Like, I love the Midwestern terms for prison time. Remember that's like in Stir Crazy when he goes, "You can kiss the baby."
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
You can kiss the baby.
That's all I got. I'm punching out.
All right,
well,
Billy.
that sucks. All right.
So there you go. But that's, I don't know, man.
I'm not doing it.
No.
There's no fucking way.
No real upside there. Come on, really. They're not just going to toss you boatloads of money, so then you're going to need a relationship with them.
You want to hear a horror story about adoption?
All right.
This guy I met once, Midwestern guy, very, very religious family. Very, very religious family. His mom and dad, when they were just dating, before they got married in the 50s, whatever the fuck it was, or 40s, whatever, they got pregnant. The mom got pregnant. It was disgraceful because of the time period for a Catholic girl to be pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They sent
Did she have to go to the town?
Dude, they sent her to a nunnery.
They used to send them away.
Yeah, they sent her to a nunnery so she could have a baby in secret. They took the baby, put it up for adoption, and she returned home. Years and years and years and years later, when this guy was like in his 50s, his older sister comes back. The father will not recognize the daughter as his blood. Refuses to. Refuses to recognize the daughter. And by the way, this story came directly after a story about how this guy was such a man of the church that he donated like $1 million to them and got to go on a private tour of the Vatican where he met the Pope. And this fucking asshole cocksucker won't recognize the fact that he's got a daughter.
Damn.
And he sits there with like a bishop, you know, at the Vatican or whatever, praying like some kind of holy fucking whatever. I say fuck too much. But no, I do. I listen to the clips. I say fuck way too much.
Fucking say it all fucking time. Fucking.
You didn't.
Fuckity fuck.
You just said fuck 3 times.
I can't think of words, and I just say fuck.
Well, we all do that.
Yep.
That's where we should be pausing and stuff.
You know what? I didn't have a problem about it until Burr trashed it, and then now I got a problem with it.
Yeah. What did he do?
He had that bit where you talk about how guys would say fucking because they can't think of the words.
Fucking!
Yeah.
All right.
He'd do that. And as soon as he did that, I was like, I'm an idiot.
Can we find that for the break there, E-Rock? Please. I was thinking about Burr yesterday. I want to go on record. I owe him $200.
For what?
Some dumb bet we did. And I will pay my bet. I don't know where to send the check, so I assume the next time it comes in, and I know he's going to be playing Caroline's, because during my 2.5-mile walk in the heat yesterday, I walked by Caroline's as well, and I saw that he's coming in July.
Yes.
So I assume he'll come in here going, where's my money? and I will hand over the $200 to Bill Burr.
He finally gave me
the
money he owed me for the push-ups.
Oh, really? All right, so I don't feel as bad.
Yeah, well, he forgot. He forgot, he says, but I called him on it at a show, and he gave it to me.
But I know it'll be better if I pay him in person instead of mailing out a dumb check.
Sounds like you're felching.
Not.
Sounds like you're felching to me.
Not.
Oh, I can't find his address. We only have it on file.
You did legal push-ups.
You did.
The fans have spoken.
Joe did illegal push-ups.
Fans come out to the show.
I roll my eyes.
What is Joe supposed to do? Like, tell the guy that is monitoring the push-ups, hey, I'm not doing them good enough. Why don't you fucking yell at me? Or just continue to do them and win the bet.
My mistake was getting the wrong judge. I assumed the martial artist knew how to do a fucking push-up.
Let's not start this again, because I'm hearing it at the shows. They're all saying, they're all supporting.
In the end, Joe, you won the bet fair and square. I absolutely have some problems with how it went down, but in the end,
how could you have problems?
According to the rules we set, you did
the rules you set.
Yeah, I picked a fucking idiot.
Well,
to judge the contest.
He was your guy.
He was my guy.
He was your guy.
He was my guy.
I
like this adoption thing. I'm going to go to Nick in New York because this is another angle that's pretty interesting. Nick.
Okay.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey man.
My ex-girlfriend in college, she was adopted. Always knew she was. And then by the time she was like 25, 26, she was working for the local newspaper, would go in every day and talk to her boss. Found out later on that her boss was her actual mother.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like when that happens.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was funny.
Ooh, that is weird.
They looked alike and everything. So one day they were just talking, and the stories like compared that she had a C-section, that the days all lined up. In fact, like 2020, like Reader's Digest did a whole like story on them.
I like when that kind of thing happens, where you find out like your neighbor that babysat you all along was your dad.
I know. Whatever. Well, we got one of those too.
Oh, you do? All right.
Sort of. Thank you, sir. Let's go to Derek in Philadelphia.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, man. Hey, man.
My aunt has a stinky womb. She can't have any kids. Her womb's stuck.
Wow. Way to make it hurt.
Right?
Jesus.
Bully.
Really?
We should set up an account for her and get her $500,000 for doing nothing. Fucking infuriated by that whole thing. She just doesn't fucking deserve it. I'm sorry. There are other people suffering fucking $500,000 can fucking, it could be amazing.
We get bullied every day on Twitter. We didn't get a $500,000 payout.
Oh, the bully thing. Oh, I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about for a second.
That fat bus lady?
She's up to $500,000 in donations. And a free trip to Disney World for her.
$500,000.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm telling you, it's good. Wow, it went up how much since we stopped talking about it?
Oh, my God. It's almost at
I think it went up another $5,000, didn't it? Holy shit.
Since we got back from break, about $5,000, yeah.
She's making $5,000 an hour at this point.
That's fucking ridiculous. What a cunt.
But what?
I said give her a year's pay. She was making $15,000 a year. Give her $15,000.
You know what? Hey, her ship came in, right?
It really did.
I would take a year of my salary to be bullied by those.
To be bullied.
Assholes.
Yes.
It's. Derek, go ahead. Philadelphia.
Christ, nice break there, guys.
What's he talking about?
Well, what was the problem there, sir?
No, don't worry about it. Can I talk now?
Hey, what's your name?
Oh, man.
Derek.
Derek, can you do me a favor?
What's that, Joseph?
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Exactly. Thank you.
We're keeping it positive today
with this guy.
See how it starts?
I'm sorry,
fucking
Derek.
Obnoxious.
Derek, I'm sorry. Derek, I'm sorry.
See how positive we've kept it? We want you to find your biological parents.
Derek, blow me. That's fair, right?
That's fair.
That's fair. All right.
That's just a whole. Go ahead, Derek.
We got off on the wrong foot. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So, long story short, my aunt adopted this girl. Never told her she was adopted. Straight up, never told her. Her daughter went to get married. Found out of getting the marriage certificate that she was adopted. She went batshit insane. Flipped on her mom. Dumped the soon-to-be husband. Has been gone for 5 years. We literally have no trace of her. Fucked the family up completely. They're destroyed now.
See?
Really? She told her at her wedding?
No, she never. The plan was to never tell her, but so that the family was hush hush. Some knew she was adopted, some didn't. And then on top of that, when she applied to get the marriage certificate, the government told her.
Oh, wow.
The government.
Wow. And she just went AWOL.
Yes. Oh, she's gone. I don't know. She might be fucking DeRosa's dad. I don't know.
This guy bugs me.
Why does he bug you?
He's got too much swagger. He just fucking bugs me.
It might be a fake story.
He's talking like he's got a fucking glass of wine in one hand and a cigar in the other.
Yeah, it might be a fake story.
No, guys, it really, if you want it, whatever. It's not. But.
Yeah, I don't believe you, Derek.
All right, Derek.
Okay, thanks, Joe.
Why'd you make that up?
Yeah, Derek. Thank you, sir. Good story. We took one too many phone calls.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
And he was obnoxious, that guy.
So we're not going to find your biological parents?
No, I'm not doing it, man. I don't need to do it. I got enough fucking things in my life going on right now. I don't need any other goddamn grief over this. Do you know how stressful? Forget about the actual meeting the parents part of it. Can you imagine how stressful just the journey up to that point is?
Oh, man. Yeah.
It's just got to be brutal,
Maybe,
dude.
Joe, they didn't feel worthy. They wanted to give you a better life.
Oh,
look.
That's what he holds on to.
Hence no abandonment issues, sir.
That's what he's got to hold on to.
Maybe your parents really just wanted to give you a much better chance.
I think that's what they were doing.
There you go. So why the abandonment issue?
Oh, I don't know. It's one of those. Dude, I don't know where that comes from. I mean, I can theorize on where it comes from, but
maybe your adopted parents used to whisper shit in your ear when you were misbehaving. We're gonna send you back.
Right.
We're gonna send you back.
Right. I think it's just a thing, like a genetic thing. You know, genetics are a lot stronger than most people give them credit for in this day and age. You know, a lot of people want to ignore genetics and ignore also the nurture along with the nature and all that sort of thing. They just want to ignore it. And like going through an experience like that at a very young age, I think can have a lifelong effect on you. And it needs to be dealt with. And
do you have traits of your adopted parents? Like, do you have their sense of humor, or do you have, like, I don't know, their anger, or I don't know?
We have a lot of similar traits.
Isn't that weird? Because you're not biological.
And there are people that tell me I look like them.
See, that's weird.
Yeah.
The traits you could kind of see.
Yeah, but they just picked out a kid that they felt looked like them.
It's kind of like not how it works.
It's kind of like when you see people walking around with dogs and they look
funny,
and they look like they're dogs.
Right.
It's the same shit.
Yeah, there aren't cages. You don't get to just walk and point at a kid and go, that one looks good.
Oh, I thought that's how adoption worked, like a pet store.
Right.
Yeah. So did I. I thought there was like little vats with babies in them.
You weren't in an orphanage and they came walking through orphanage.
Wearing one of those dresses, those long things that you sleep in, and with the little cap,
and they only
comes off your head with the pom pom on the end.
And they only saved one kid.
Yeah, what happened was the
what
evil
a twisted way to do it.
The evil landowner was going to shut down the orphanage if they didn't come up with the rent, and my parents concocted a scheme.
Spanky, when my back pension comes in, you'll get your monkey.
Yeah. No, so I mean, it's look, there's just things that come along with it. I don't want to.
All right, we can move on.
You know, but
I just find it fascinating. That's all. Because I got some adoption stuff in my family now.
It's very hard.
I find it very interesting. That's all.
Very hard to adopt. Not cheap. Yeah. I mean, I think when my parents did it, it was much more affordable.
I hear you go to Texas.
I mean, if you want
like a special needs child,
if you want an Asian or that kind of thing, that's
of course.
I've always equated that like if the adoption agency was a Sam Goody, the Asian kids would be in that $3 bargain.
Oh, you think? Because they're just like getting rid of them. I don't know what's going on over there.
There's so many. It's an overstock of Asian kids.
Because once you adopt one, one day later you want to adopt more. Right.
You want to know how I feel about that? Because on the Upper West Side, you got some of these ladies that adopt, right?
Ladies!
And you see them where they have the Asian kid, and I immediately think, and this is going to be horrible, cheap and lazy.
Oh, wow.
They got cheap and lazy with their adoption.
It does seem like it's easy to go that route, the Asian route.
I think you kind of give in instead of going, you know what? I want a kid that's more.
Well, here's
more
why.
like me, meaning I'm white or whatever.
Here's why. That comes from a culture around the world that really just casts off children if they're not the type of child that family wants.
Right.
Especially girls, if they want boys and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of them available. It's not like they're just giving away, white American kids.
I would dare to say they do not have the adoration for children in Asia that we have in this country.
Nah.
When you see a homeless lady in China and her kid is missing eyes, and you go, I'm going to give them money, and then the guy that's taking you around China says, don't do that. She poked her kid's eyes out on purpose to make you feel sorry for her. That's what people do around here.
All right,
You're
how
like,
do you
okay,
know that?
this is a different...
Oh.
Well, a Chinese guy told me, and he lived there.
Wow.
So that's all I know.
By the way,
I'm going to base everything on that.
By the way, there's nothing wrong with adopting an Asian child. I just want to say that.
No, of course there's not.
Of course not. Who was even fucking getting that idea?
But I'm saying if you want to get this fucking nice Italian-Egyptian mixture at Sam Goody,
but I just feel like
I'm on the rack where you're going, 1999, are you fucking kidding me?
I just feel like during the process, you just decided, all right, enough. I'll just take an Asian.
Yeah.
It seems like getting the white kid is a little too difficult and a little too time consuming, so I'll go with the Asian.
It's not waiting for the car that you want to order. You just take the one off the floor. It's like, well, I would have liked it in red, but I'll take the white car.
Yeah.
I think parents that adopt, I think they're terrific people. I really do.
Oh,
we're making some jokes, though.
Yeah.
Oh, they're outraged now.
Who is?
The people. I can just feel it.
Good.
I can feel it.
Good. It's not my fault you fucking went cheap and got an Asian. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Went to the dollar store. What the fuck?
Yeah, look, I put myself above that a minute. I'm in the bargain bin, too. I'm fucking half Arab.
I'm just fucking around.
No, I'm saying it myself.
I hear Texas is the place to go now.
For Arab kids?
No, just to adopt in general. That's like the hub. That's the hub for adoption.
Fucking wasteland down there.
People will call. They'll back me up on this. For some reason, Texas has become the place. The hub.
Yeah, if you want a fucking hills have eyes nuclear baby.
Why?
That lives in a mountain. Out in that fucking desert. I don't know. I just thought of that. And I thought it was funny, and it wasn't that funny.
I would take a Texas kid. I would take a Texas kid.
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
They come from good stock.
Do they?
I don't know.
But
you know
Texas
what? All right, I'll tell you
discarding
this.
a lot of kids?
I would adopt, actually.
I don't think you would.
From where?
I swear to God, I would adopt. Because I'm...
what would you go for?
I don't know if my wife wants to go through a bunch more pregnancies.
What would you go for?
It's expensive, dude.
White kid, or would you go specialty item? You'd have a couple of white kids already.
No, I would... That's why I was making dumb jokes. I probably would go...
African baby?
Well...
African baby?
You would disown me.
No, I like African babies.
But man, they look like models though, man. They look like fucking models.
Who? African
Black
babies?
kids.
I would adopt the black kid.
They all start out looking like models.
You got to pick out the right ones.
I'd go with a mix.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cute to have a little Asian kid.
No, I'm being dead serious though. Without the jokes, I would adopt.
Yeah.
I would throw an adopted kid into the mix.
Well, here's the thing. Why?
If I get a big house, why not?
Why wouldn't you? That's not you specifically. I mean, you wouldn't because you're selfish. But the
but I'm not selfish. I play a good role on the show, but
oh my God,
I got to defend myself a little bit.
I'm just joking.
I'm not a monster like you think, Joe. Go ahead.
Theoretically,
blowing up your joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Theoretically, why wouldn't you adopt? I mean this generally to you. It's like there are literally thousands to millions of children that need it, number one. Number two, you don't got to go through all that, like you just said with your wife, going through the body stuff. You don't have to go through the misery of putting your body. It's tough, man. It's tough, and there is something beautiful about the entire process of conception to childbirth, obviously.
But the conception part of you.
Where's Josh when we need him?
Yeah. It's fucking...
Fun-loving Josh.
Yeah, so it's like, but, you know, it's like, but it's so easy. It's not easy. It's it's a lot of money. That's probably why. But it's like, why not just go adopt a kid? And I never understood, probably because I'm adopted, I never understood that whole, but it's not mine thing.
Oh, no, man. I
never got that. And I've never thought, ever since I was a kid, I never believed in that blood is thicker than water horse shit. Like,
it is, though. Oh, I was talking chemically.
Hence where that comes from.
See?
It's absolutely correct, Joe.
Yes.
You're right. I'm sorry. I was talking chemically, too. I don't know why I said that.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I just never, I never bought it. I was always like, if you're a fucking douche, you're a douche. And if you're not, you're not. I don't give a shit if we're related.
You're one of those guys that doesn't want to have kids, right?
I have... You know what's funny? Until we just started talking about Asian kids, I didn't want kids. And then I started thinking about having a little Asian baby, and I liked it. It was making me happy to think about that.
Man.
Asian
Raise
kids
someone that
are
can do
cute,
your taxes eventually?
I'm going to time it. I'm going to time it perfectly. I'm going to time it perfectly where I'll adopt a kid, and then it'll be just in time for them to have to take care of my fucking floundering ass.
There you go.
I'm gonna.
That way I avoid all the child shit now.
But you would be
and
perfect.
The wife and
you'd be perfect for like a Sun Yi situation.
Oh, I need someone that's like,
where it starts out as a kid and then you marry it. How great would that be?
You need the food
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How great would that be? It starts out as your kid, so you get that nice, like, you know, father-daughter thing, and then you marry it.
Nice.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
And it's not blood, so in the end it works.
All right.
And then you bang it.
And then you fucking bang the shit out of her.
And then a few...
here's what you do. You go to the adoption agency, you go, hey, give me one of these chicks over here. Something that's going to grow up a little hard, and then you take her home, you wait till she grows up and gets the fucking big tits and juicy ass and fucking fat pussy, and then you fuck the shit out of her. Guys, whack the bag.
Then you make her your wife, and then a few years go by and everyone accepts it.
It's like,
it's the
don't
Woody
bitch
situation.
at me. Weren't you my daughter? And now I'm fucking you. You should thank me. Hey, you should give me hey, wipe the cum off your face with the Father's Day card.
But then a bunch of years go by, and then everyone goes and sees your films and thinks you're a fucking genius, and no one gives a fuck.
No.
That is a twisted situation that went down.
Hickory dickory dock. My daughter's sucking my cock. Ow! Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Hey, look, my daughter's sucking my dick. Ow!
He's in a Woody Allen movie, too.
Yeah.
He's in the new Woody Allen movie. It's so perfect.
He'll blow that.
Dice, you gonna
good
blow?
for Dice and all that, but he'll fuck it up somehow.
Hey,
You gonna blow it?
He doesn't know how to make good movies. I'll definitely say something if he's directing me. He goes, oh, Dice, stand over here. I'll be, no, asshole. I stand where I want. You ever see Fort Fairlane? It's brilliant.
He will fuck it up. He's going to tell Woody, you know, that he's doing something wrong. And
So I'm licking my daughter's pussy at the line under bang. Yeah, I was over here with my daughter, but I'm over here now with my wife. See, I went from over here now, my daughter's over here. Now my wife, I'm over here now.
He's fucking... All right, so...
But that's how it happened.
But it was never Woody Allen's daughter. It was never his daughter.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't. It was not. It was never legally his daughter.
No.
What happened?
This is what happened. And this is where it gets fishy.
Uh-oh. Don't say that.
All
right. Should clean that shit.
He was dating Mia Farrow. They were never married.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Mia Farrow adopted several children. Soon he was one of them. That was it. It was not his daughter.
Right.
But here's where it gets a little weird, is he had a child with Mia Farrow. So Woody Allen has a biological son with Mia Farrow, whose sister by adoption is Soon Yi. And his son, who has said he will never speak to him ever again, said very recently...
Wait, Woody's son won't speak to him?
No. His son is a Rhodes Scholar.
You see the tweet?
Yeah.
On Father's Day?
What did he write?
Oh, you got to read it.
No, Father's Day, or as we call it, brother-in-law day, right?
Jesus
was that
Christ.
how it went?
I think it was.
Yeah, it went viral, his tweet about it. Yeah. But that kid is brilliant.
He's a Rhodes Scholar.
Woody's kid is brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, and Mia Farrow, obviously, is his mother.
Yeah.
That kid is fucking a genius.
Well, that kid said in a recent interview, he and Mia Farrow were interviewed when the Woody Allen documentary came out.
Right.
6 months ago. And he said, he can justify it all he wants, but he married my sister, and there's nothing more to it than that.
Yeah.
Wow. Here it is. Happy Father's Day, or as they call it in my family. Yeah.
Happy brother-in-law's day.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, it's take your daughter to work day, so I fucked her.
Jesus Christ.
You know, if you're going to get that weird, like Woody did, when you pick, like, I don't know, maybe someone that's a little more attractive.
It wasn't no woman who lived in a shoe. I married her, had a kid with her, and then fucked it.
If you're going to get all that weird when you find something that's a little hotter.
She's not hot. I don't find her attractive. She's kind of
uncomfortable to look at.
She seems kind of pushy. Like, I watched that Wild Man Blues documentary with him, and she's a little, like, bossy.
What documentary? I saw something on TV. Like a 3-parter. Is that what you're talking about, or is there?
No, I've seen that too. I've seen that, but no, there's a documentary called Wild Man Blues, and it covers the tour that he did through Europe with his jazz band.
But they don't interview him really, right? Because he doesn't really give interviews.
No, the whole movie is him.
So it's not really a documentary on his life. It's just a documentary on him traveling around with his band.
Yeah, but there's a lot of screen time with him and Soon Yi, like in the hotel and stuff and whatever. And,
all right, I'll check that out.
But she's a little pushy. And I was like, it's just kind of weird.
He said you have a little pushy.
Oh, God.
You think they have anime sex?
Mr. Woody, can we play Master Chef again?
Oh, Mr. Woody, that hurt me so much in my hiney. Oh!
Yeah, pull her in the ass, Woody. Just bang her. Gush. She knows how to handle the goo. The goo. Clean it up before your mother gets home. We'll both get in trouble.
Does Mia Farrow talk to Soon Yi?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
No fucking way. She probably goes, thanks a lot.
Woody's cock stories.
She probably just sends her text messages.
Oh,
thanks
Jesus.
a lot.
Yeah, thanks.
I try to make your life better, and you fuck me over like this.
Jesus Christ.
You know, you can't stop what you call love.
Yeah, the love thing.
What are you going to do?
You're right, Ronnie.
Well, I mean...
you're not a Fez.
Hey, we lost a phone call, unfortunately, if he's still listening. He was adopted, never knew his biological father. I guess I could do the call for him. His biological father dies and leaves him, according to this guy, $15 million, Joe. You got to take the chance.
Oh, but how did he know?
Huh?
He didn't find out until the father was dead and left him all that money?
All of a sudden, he gets this big fucking check, and he's like, what the fuck is
story
this?
Is that?
Turns out it's from his biological father.
This is the wrong reason to try to find your biological parents. It can't be a cash run. You can't go try to find them like you're saying yes to a shitty movie that you don't want to be in, but the money's good or whatever.
But that's the whole movie you make. I'm going on a cash run. Let's see how it works out.
Oh, boy.
A little wordy in the title, but, you know.
I'm going on a cash run. Let's see how it works out.
That's the name of your film.
That's the name of the film. Okay. Well,
spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Spoilers, look out.
Look, you can't make a cool movie like that anymore. Spoiler alerts.
They're
everywhere. Spoiler
yeah,
alerts.
they're the worst.
If I was a filmmaker, I would just make fucking 5 different endings. Fuck all you spoiler alert people.
I have
intimacy issues. You saw the wrong version.
Plug one in at the end. Yeah.
Right.
I have intimacy issues as it is. It's like I don't want to bring 2 other people into my life now that I have to figure this out with. I'm still trying to figure out how to communicate health in a healthy way with my regular family. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still trying to figure that out, and like,
that means they do.
Yes, you're going to throw someone else into the mix, like that you don't even know, that probably sucks, and try to have a relationship.
Yeah, well,
with
everybody
them.
thinks you're going to have this fucking Field of Dreams moment. what a play catch. 2 fucking old people standing in a
That'd
yard.
be hilarious. You're throwing a... Oh, Dad! You're throwing a baseball around. Ew! How gross is that?
Yeah.
You're trying to
it's
say
not going to be Ray Liotta.
No.
It's not going to look like Ray Liotta.
You're trying to say it doesn't work out that way usually?
Never.
No, it's not going to look like Ray Liotta. It's going to look like Sala from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Shit. Yeah.
Bad dates.
Bad dates.
Can we break now and do some other shit?
Okay.
What do you want to talk about next, Joe? I'm going to leave it up to you.
Oh, man.
We never do this, but
The,
give us something you want to talk about next.
I want to talk about what fucking cunts people are, because I'm really on a kick about this.
Yep. I'm with you.
I like it.
Look at your face light up.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Jesus
I got
Christ.
a few.
Yeah, I want to. I'm serious because.
All right, save it. Don't start the.
Yeah, what the tease? I was going to tease.
Oh
it.
yeah, you go for the.
Going to do the radio tease
and point at Fatso, and then he'll hit something.
This is.
Oh, sorry.
This. This is one of the. This is my whole. This is like since I went home, with my mom for the 2 months and my dad. I had a lot of time to sit and think, whatever. And I thought a lot about the business. We all know this business is disgusting. It's a disgusting, cutthroat, awful, evil, rotten business. But we're in it for better or for worse. And I just realized something. There are so many people in this business where they don't give a fuck about integrity or quality or their art or anything. They just want to be known. They just want to be fucking known because they're that sick and self-centered and psychotic. They just want to be known. And they don't even know why.
What the fuck did I do to you, man?
Fuck. And I've just been thinking about it, and it's just helped me, even outside of this business.
This doesn't really sound like a tease, Joe. This sounds like the meat of the subject.
No, that's it. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Sorry, was that too long? It's my first time doing a radio tease.
That's hilarious. Look how he gets. I know.
I don't know.
That's it. It's sort of a tease.
All right.
But do you have names and situations?
I can't name names.
Then
I got to see these people.
Then you did the entire bit already.
No. I feel like there's a lot here.
Okay. All right. We'll see what happens. We'll just see.
This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.
Well,
God damn.
Joe DeRosa was ranting pretty good.
Hey, I'm going to put 2 shells up to your ears at the beach.
Yeah.
That's all the time for me.
All the time now.
All the time.
I think my laziness with not cleaning my ears out ever might have saved my hearing, though. I think if
really? I plugged them up a little?
I think if I just clean my ears, I'm going to be good.
What's going on? You're really losing your hearing? You're really losing your hearing?
Oh, just a normal day.
Yeah.
What?
You're really losing your hearing?
Well, I went to a Brazilian steakhouse. There's a scam going on. I haven't been here since I went to that place because I was sick for 3 days.
Scam?
I'm sick this week, guys.
You got sick from the food?
No, I had something going on. It started with a sore throat, and then I think it was the flu. I'm good now, though.
Oh, jeez.
Little clogged, but I'm much better. But I went to a place in Philly, and they treated us great. The service was great, blah, blah, blah. But, man, people started tweeting. I love Twitter because they turn you on to shit. A bunch of people go, I know you're at a Brazilian steakhouse right now because I said it on the show. They're like, pass on the meat for a while. They'll bring the good stuff out eventually. They fucking hit you up with some cheap shit.
Oh, initially to make you full.
This is what I figured out.
Why wouldn't they do that? Oh,
this is what I figured out because it's expensive to go to a Brazilian steakhouse because you're like, holy fuck, I'm going to eat meat until I pass out, basically. This is what they do. I fucking saw it in front of my eyes.
Wow.
They start with a really nice piece of meat, like a sirloin, really spiced up nice. Right. So you get the first taste. Wow, it's weird doing radio without headphones.
Yeah, what are you
thinking?
Fuck
my ears.
What the hell are you thinking?
I like it with the headphones off. I never wear them until you start taking calls.
That felt weird. Now I'm back in my environment. Who gives a fuck about my hearing? half the shit that people say around me, I don't want to hear.
You don't want to hear it anyway? That's a great idea. Screw you, I'm turning my hearing aid down.
They see me checking my phone and stuff because I can't hear the conversation at the table. So thank God for cell phones. You have an out. Like, oh no, I got to check on some shit. But anyway,
so it's that bad that you can't hear conversations at dinner table?
Well, what?
Come on.
I can hear.
Come on.
In my day-to-day life, I can hear everything. But when it's in a crowded restaurant with a lot of other noise, I can't, like, pinpoint voices anymore. It's just all noise.
He's all right.
I guess your ears were made where if you're in loud environments, you could, like, actually hear individual people. But when you've been doing radio since you were 18 years old, I guess that part of your hearing goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like you've been doing tech at concerts since you were 18. Is it that loud in your ears?
I've gone to a shitload of concerts too. Not as many in the last 10 years, but fuck, I've gone to hundreds of shows.
But I mean, the actual doing radio part, it's bad just having the headphones on every day.
Yeah.
Well, because then you start cheating on the volume and make it a little louder.
Your ears aren't made to have an amplification device on them every fucking day. It's just not good.
Right.
Yeah.
Really fast on the Brazilian steakhouses. So thanks to the people on Twitter, for real. They break out the really nice piece of meat to start you off. So you're like, oh, fuck, it was so worth coming to this Brazilian steakhouse, $100 a head or whatever the fuck it turns out to be after drinks and everything. So you have that first slice, and you're like, oh. And then they attack you. So they don't even give you time to think. You don't even have time to think. You're hungry, you've been saving your appetite all day. This is what people do when you go to one of these places. So then they hit you with the shitty chicken, but they wrap it in bacon to make it no, this is good chicken, and we're making it even better.
Man.
It's shitty chicken.
It is. The bacon wrapped chicken stinks every time. It never is good.
And then they break out the steak again, but now it's the fattier one, not the good fatty, not the marbly fatty. And then they break out, I don't know, I'm trying to think, a sausage. Sausage in general is whatever.
Shit.
And then they eventually come back to the good shit again. So the people on Twitter told me, wait it out.
Did they look at you? Did they look at you like, oh, this guy's on to our shit, motherfucker? Like they got the knife and the thing. Do you want some?
Yeah.
No? Yeah. They look at you like, yeah, all right.
Right. I'm trying to think, but it's like every third or fourth meat they come out on the big skewer with the steak knives, by the way, that would chop your head off, no problem. These knives they use are ridiculously sharp. They hit you with a good one. They hit you with about 2 or 3 shittier ones, and then they go back to the good one just in case you're on to them, and then back to the shittier. And then it's all shittier, by the way, because by that point you're bloated and you don't even know what you're doing anymore.
Wow.
I have noticed at those places when I'm disgustingly full and I feel like I'm going to puke, all of a sudden they're like, would you like some filet? And you're like, what the fuck, man?
And at that point you're so full, you're like, no. So now you're passing on the filet, so the filet goes a long way in those places.
They filled you up with shit, so you don't eat the good stuff.
Not shit, but just shittier.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It is brilliant.
You would never eat chicken wrapped in bacon if you knew there was a nice filet waiting around
what
the
is
corner.
this, Wendy's?
Yeah. But you wouldn't.
Is that?
I like chicken. I eat chicken every fucking day. Chicken is relatively cheap compared to the nice filet.
Chicken is,
and I didn't know this until people on Twitter said, dude, I go to these places. I'm a professional foodie. They like to call themselves foodies. And they're like, trust me, wait it out. They'll hit you good. They'll hit you good to get you all into it, and then they're going to hit you up with some less desirable meats.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm going to instate this policy.
But they attack you too. They come from all directions, so you don't even know what the fuck's going on. You're confused. So what you should do, take that nice filet because that's what they start with, and then turn that fucking paddle over. Some places are green or red paddles. The place we went, I think it was yes, please, no, and no thanks, I think. So you go right to no thanks and just sit there and go, all right, let me see what the fuck's going on here.
Yeah.
Let me see what the fuck is actually being brought to me right now.
Exactly.
Because they wrap a lot of their stuff in bacon because they know they're hiding a world of hurt.
Fuckers, man. All right. That's great advice. I'm doing it.
It's not my thing. I mean, I'm just passing along what I learned.
Yeah.
Well, but it's your thing, though.
That's great, though, because I never do that.
Go now. Go now. You'll have a great experience, but wait it out.
I'll just pass.
And by the way, I also want to applaud my brother-in-laws. I went all in. I was like, I'm going for the experience. I ate like a fucking pig. My two brother-in-laws went an extra hour after I did. I'm amazed. They ate another hour of meat.
Were they sweating? Meat sweats?
They said they couldn't think. They felt like they were drunk.
Drunk off of meat.
Yeah.
We had a few cocktails, but nothing crazy. They felt like they got drunk from meat. They had so much. The sodium intake.
I feel like I'm going to... There was one right near my old apartment.
That's the one I went to for my with my uncles and my cousins, and we had shit stories for days after that place. It was good, though.
I used to eat there till I literally felt I was going to throw up. And the food was great, but I just felt I was going to throw up. But did you ever throw up from... I've literally thrown up from eating too much.
Oh, right, never. Drinking too much.
Well, when I was an asshole fraternity guy, we all went to spring break together, and we went to one of those all-you-can-eat buffets, and we ate until we puked. And we actually were humming "We Are the World" as we were... This is a true story. While we were puking in the bathroom, and then we came back out and continued eating.
That isn't very sensitive.
No.
When I was in college, we went on spring break, and one night, my buddy challenged me to an eating contest. He's like, I can eat more than you. And I was really, like, proud of how much I could eat. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, you fucking can't, man. I really took it like a challenge. And he's like, let's do it. And we were at a Taco Bell. We started going at it. We each ate 6 tacos first at the Taco Bell. Then I ate a Choco Taco.
Choco Taco.
What's a Choco?
It's a chocolate
That's the
taco
dessert,
with ice cream.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
I am trying to avoid the fast food place.
The
I really
dessert
try.
one. Choco Taco.
That's great.
Then we went to 7-Eleven.
I never knew this existed.
No, really, they sell
great.
on ice cream trucks. They're not just like at fast food places.
Oh,
They
yeah,
sell-
I've seen them on the
high
ice
school.
cream truck.
They're great.
version of that.
The shell's made of cone, of waffle cone. There's ice cream in the middle. It's dipped in chocolate. It's great.
Some nuts.
So then we went to 7-Eleven, and we've got a bunch of shit there. We're eating it, and went somewhere else, got a bunch of shit. And the last stop was, I got McDonald's, and he got Waffle House.
Yeah.
And I got cheeseburgers at McDonald's, and he got a fucking runny egg sandwich at Waffle House. And we're in the car. We're like, this is it. We were so sick. And I started eating the cheeseburgers, and he bit the egg sandwich from Waffle House, and he turned to me, and he goes, please, let's stop. And as he said it, had egg yolk running all down his face into his beard.
That's disgusting.
It was so gross. He goes, please, let's stop. And I go, all right. Do you tap out? And he's like, I tap out, you win. And I go, all right, I won. And I, like, jumped out of the car and just started fucking throwing up.
That's great.
It was disgusting.
That's awesome.
But it's fun to do that.
I've never eaten until I puked.
It's not feel
Because
good.
I just can't get any more food in me.
Well, you muscle through it.
Yeah, I guess. Here's a guy. Jim in Newark. He went to a Brazilian barbecue. Was it one of those Brazilian steakhouses where it's all you could eat?
Yeah, there's a joint on 21. We used to go there with my coworkers once a month. And, they come over, they bring the meat from the skewers, like you said, everything's wrapped in bacon. And I ate, we ate for a good 45 minutes. They probably came around 2 different times, skewers. About 45 minutes later, I had a gallbladder attack. And I was in the hospital for 3 days. Had to get my gallbladder removed.
You needed surgery because of your fucking pigedness.
Yeah, but I mean, when you go to these places, you're not just picking around. Even the women we went with were eating.
Just all fucking
and they're all
out.
They're all in good shape, and they take care of themselves. But man, they fucking went all in. I was proud of them.
Yeah, you got it.
I was proud of them.
You got it. I mean, if you're going to do it, you do it. You know.
But he lost his gallbladder because of one of these places.
Wow. It's like a war injury.
Fuck you, Gary.
Gary, is that his name, Gary?
No, one of our bosses just walked by. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Well, the guy that just
walking away.
Hey, walking away. Just walk away.
He looks like Stanley Tucci from the back.
Sorry, I just react. Sorry about that.
It's very involuntary.
Let's start.
Well, I'm fucking pissed off because I told Ann before the show, I'll tell you guys, I was sick for 3 days, and that asshole is emailing our agent like, well, we want to know if he's coming back to work tomorrow.
I told you, dude. It's unbelievable what
we
they do.
all get hit with this shit. Ann thinks he's the only one, and I had to make sure he knew that he's not the only one.
It's amazing.
Why is he emailing my fucking agent because I'm sick?
He wants a note.
I have every right to fucking take the whole week if I wanted to.
Did you give him a note?
I came back early. I easily could have taken yesterday. Easily.
Yeah,
and then if you take 4 out of the 5, you take the 5th and go, you know what, I'll just start fresh Monday. But this fucking asshole's emailing my agent going, we want to know if he's coming back tomorrow. Fuck you. I got sick days. I'm using them.
Did you request the days off?
No, I was sick. If you're sick, you're sick. You shouldn't have to email my agent.
This is This is what I'm talking about. Now we're getting into it.
Really?
This is what I want to do.
Why the fuck is he emailing my agent? Did he think I was faking? And even if I was faking, it's none of your fucking business.
Probably should add a note.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That pissed me off. And I didn't even know about this until yesterday because I was so sick I wasn't checking corporate email or nothing. So all of a sudden I open my corporate email to catch up a little bit, and I see all these emails going back and forth. And then my agent's like, I got an email from the company, and they're wondering if you're coming back tomorrow. And then I want to tell my agent, Bob Even, go fuck yourself. How about you tell the company to go fuck themselves? Why are you playing into their stupid game? I need to. They want to know if you're coming back to work tomorrow, so I'm emailing you now.
Unbelievable.
Holy
fucking unbelievable.
Who do they think generated the sufficient dollar revenue to start this network?
Thank you.
That's right. That's right. Gary.
So that's why the fuck you to him, and that's why he fucking went back to his cubicle.
Yeah. You don't know where you're going because you don't know your history, Gary. It's called talent. You'd know it if you ever spent a day in your life.
I would love to know what that's about. If you're sick, you're sick.
I'm with you on this. I don't even know the guy. I'm with you.
They constantly do that.
And most of the times, I come in here sick and still do the radio show. But, Kenny was the one. He's like, why fucking kill yourself over those assholes? I'm like, you know what? You're right. You know that I was in the car. Did you talk about this? On Wednesday, I was actually in the car coming to work. And Kenny looks at me. He's like, you're not ready to come back to work. And I'm like, you know what, Kenny? You're right. Fucking drive me back home.
Maybe he just didn't want to get you your food that day.
Yeah. But he was the one. I was actually on my way in.
Really?
And I go, you don't even know this?
No, I'm just saying for the audience.
Okay. Kenny goes,
I knew. I'm just like, really?
Kenny goes, you look like you're still sick. And I'm like, you know what, Kenny? I am still sick. Turn the fucking car around. And then I had a joke to the doorman. I'm like, short day today.
Speaking of short, I got
asshole.
some movies.
That was that guy.
He should have slammed the door in your face.
Right. Short work day. I worked 5 minutes today.
Tough day.
But then I had to fucking get emails from these assholes.
What the fuck do you got to do in this business to take a sick day?
Half these people don't work Fridays. They call it Summer Fridays. And they're going to bust my balls because I'm actually sick?
I fucking prefaced when I was going to be off. I said, I don't feel good. I'm probably not going to come in tomorrow and shit like that. And I said, I don't want to fucking hear one goddamn person calling my agent like it's my parents.
Right.
Oh, what is he, sick? Is he really? What is this?
I know you probably feel like they only do it to you. Trust me, they do it to all of us.
Oh, assholes.
Well, here's my question.
All of us.
Here's, if I may, pose a question. It's not my business, but I'm a prick and I like to stick my nose into things.
Sure.
Here's my question. What do they think is going to happen? Do they think the O&A audience is not going to listen anymore because one of you isn't here for a week? Do they think that the audience is going to turn their back? Do they think that people are going to go, oh, the show sucks now. Opie was out for a week or Ant was out for a week. It's like they know what the fuck the deal is.
Plus, we're doing them a favor. You know that it's rare that both of us are gone? We give them live shows. We give them so much more live shows than we used to. There used to be a policy that me and Ann had with each other. One guy out, we're both out.
Yeah.
So if one guy's sick, guess what? We're both technically sick. One guy takes a day, we're both taking a day. Vacation, we're both taking vacations. Now, we worked it out in such a way that it's nothing but live shows
They're
now.
still getting live shows.
Right.
But the amount of live shows we do compared to Howard Stern, it's laughable. And then on top of that, this asshole has to email my agent? Because I might be. No, I actually was sick this time.
Dude, it's a power thing. Is all it is.
Yeah, well,
it's
fuck you, Gary. Fuck you, Steve Blatter. Fuck you, Scott Greenstein. Fuck you, Mel Karmazin.
Whoa.
Leave me the fuck alone. I was sick.
I love it.
I shouldn't say fuck Mel
They'll
Karmazin.
leave you alone, all right.
Know. He actually asked me the other day. He goes, "Oh, wow, you still work here?" I'm like, "Oh, thanks." Thanks. I know he likes to joke a little bit, but it's like, thanks.
Yeah, that's his little joke.
Oh, wow, you still work here? Yeah, I do. How about you take notice that we're kicking ass for you? Anyway, what were you going to say?
I love it, dude. I want to trash people. I'm into this.
Well,
anybody you want to trash? We'll jump right on board with you.
Lots of people.
How about that fat fuck on the bus? No.
Oh, you know, we got to get Tammy in here because I ain't staying late for nobody.
Where is she?
I saw Tammy Pescatelli in the.
Oh, is Tammy here?
In the lobby yesterday.
Tammy's here.
And I got guilted into inviting her on the show.
Guilted.
But please don't let her know that.
Well, get her in here.
I love her, but I saw her in the lobby and I gulped and went, "You want to come in tomorrow?"
She's a sweetie.
We love Tammy.
Get her in here.
Tammy Pescatelli.
How are you, sweetie?
I'm good. How are you?
Take a seat right
Hi,
here.
Tammy. See, I said I wanted you on the show. See?
I know, that was so sweet. I felt like I was stalking you. I ran into him just coming in, and he was like, "Oh, come on the show." And I said, "You don't have to do that, really."
I know. I had
You look like you could be any one of my relatives at like holiday dinner at my grandma's
I
house.
love you. I got to tell you, I feel so much better about myself now.
Really?
Because I'm 42 years old. I felt like I hit the wall. I'm no longer cute. And then I'm walking through the streets in New York in this heat, and I realize how fucking ugly people are. Disgusting pieces of flesh and flab are folded over like origami underneath like these chicks' bras, and baby vaginas are hanging out.
Back tits.
Most humans are ugly.
It's so crazy.
I'm not one of those. I'm pretty good looking, but
it's not that I always thought that. I was like, comparatively.
You should lose the bra, and then people will really fucking hoot and holler.
Forget
man.
it. I'd have to hire Snooki to hold them up.
Oh, really? They're
please, I'm old. It's not even close to me.
They're not old. You look good. Tammy, you look good.
Were you like wild in your younger days? Were you one of those girls?
No, I got to tell you the truth. I wasn't, because my father was like 6'5", 350. He's like a former lineman for the St. Louis Cardinals, So I was always afraid.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
You played in the NFL?
Yeah, but in the old days when they made like $12 and had second jobs in the summer, so it's not like some big badge of honor. And, so now I wish, now that I see, I'm like, holy shit, I should have been a whore. That would have been so much better. Maybe I could have banged a guy to write my material, because I think that's a real option now.
It really is. Yeah.
It is. It really
I'm so
fucking is.
stupid. I had great real tits and had to write my own jokes. How stupid.
Shit.
Yeah. If I was abroad, I'd be just banging all the way up that ladder.
Well,
all the way up that ladder.
A woman should never be homeless.
No.
Because you have a key to almost any house.
If you got nice tits, you should never be homeless.
Well, it's funny. This is the time of year, though, that the girls who, put the fake boobs on, like over the winter, are having a hard time with boob sweat because they never had them touched before. So, they're all with the rashes they never knew. It's disgusting. Even the hottest chick.
Chicks have such an easy... It's easy, because if you're a hot chick, you can bang a hot guy. Or maybe a guy with some cash or whatever. And if you're a fat mess, you could bang a hot chick. You know what I mean? Like lipstick lesbians bang the most disgusting softball catcher fucking women.
Dude, it's all about these fucking, dykey kind of hot girls these days are with these things. They're fucking fat. The hat's on backwards and sideways.
Exactly.
The baseball
softball catchers.
Tatted up arms. They all look like fucking, what's a fucking...
Chaz Bono?
Chaz Bono.
I know.
They all look like that now, and they're fucking they try to carry themselves like men.
But
it's disgusting, and it's like for any woman out there that goes, "You men will fuck anything." Why don't you look at what half of you lesbians are fucking? You sink way lower than we will.
You wonder what happened to them, at Christmas time with their uncle. If that's what you're with, what kind of sick, fucked up things happened to you?
Right.
Who got finger banged at Thanksgiving?
I love the accent, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm from Cleveland, by the way, not Chicago.
Oh.
Why does it sound like Chicago?
Because it's all messed up. No,
we've been to Cleveland enough where I don't hear people talk like
because
that.
I'm married to a mook. That's why. My husband's a really, really good guy, but he's like from Brooklyn and he's first generation Italian. Man. And then I grew up with this weird Italian Clevelandish accent because these people would move right from Brooklyn or over to Cleveland trying to get away.
We went back to Cleveland for the first time in 5 years and absolutely nothing changed. It's unbelievable.
Except that
it's
they
the
now
weirdest. We don't want to trash it. It's just a weird fucking. We can't figure it out.
From there, so I'll tell you, we have nobody. Like, here's the thing. The only thing that changes is now they hate LeBron. Like, last night, I think more suicides happened in Cleveland probably than ever.
I felt bad for Cleveland.
It's all. Please feel bad.
Because you know what? I mean, he would have won that championship in Cleveland.
You think?
I believe it. They were so close, and they were going to figure it out for him.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to wait.
Right. Well,
but dude, they had a nice.
They were so close, they didn't figure it out. Meanwhile, now he does have a ring.
I know,
Look at the Ravens. Listen, I ran into Ozzie Newsome, who was an amazing Cleveland Brown. Now he's like the head.
Newsome.
He's the general manager at the Baltimore Ravens.
Right.
And he was at a show, and he goes, yeah, we play you tomorrow. It was like during football season, and the Browns were playing the Ravens. I go, you are us. I'm like, you won the year after you left. It's just disgusting there.
Yeah. I don't know anything about anything you guys are talking about. These sports teams that you're speaking of?
Some type of sports thing going on.
The broad knows more about sports than you?
I do.
Did I know nothing? If you start talking about recipes, I can hop in.
You do know the Miami Heat won the NBA championship last night,
You didn't watch it last night?
No. Why the fuck would I know that?
That's just general knowledge that if you're a human being, you just kind of know.
Yeah.
You know what I was doing last night?
That doesn't mean you have to watch
people
it.
on the bus.
No, let me tell you what I was doing last night. This is how opposite of the end of that. I was playing Fist of the North Star on my Xbox.
Oh,
I don't even know what that is. So I have no idea what that is.
Oh, God, with your girlfriend from Canada, the supermodel?
Yeah, I was playing Fist of the North Star on my Xbox, and then I watched Chud.
And planning his trip to Comic-Con. That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
Joe.
Chud had one download last night. It was Joe DeRosa.
Yeah.
How lonely are you?
You don't want to know. You don't even want to step into this.
Carnivorous humanoid underground dwellers.
Yes. Joe,
that's right.
You can make them come and reenact that movie at your house.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
They'd be happy to.
They'll come to a live-action play in your living room.
Wow. What were we talking about before Tammy came in? I just didn't want her to sit outside.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was
we were on
funny.
even though this is good, don't get me wrong.
We're starting to trash people.
That fat broad from the fucking bus.
Wait, can I tell you something? That thing just pisses me the hell off.
We turned the corner. Yeah. We felt bad, and now we're like, holy fuck, enough with this lady.
No, you can't. Yeah. Some people deserve it. Some people have that annoying face that you gotta fucking say something to. You know what I mean? Like, some people just deserve shit like that.
Yes.
And no one is strong anymore. If you grew up in an ethnic family, tell me something. If you grew up in an ethnic family, whatever was your flaw was your nickname.
Yeah.
And they did it to you. Like, my brother had a cock eye, and my son calls him Uncle Cocky. Because, like, you were tough.
Yeah.
You were tough. They said shit to you that was so bad that when you left the house, no one could say anything to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
You had to buck up.
My cousin Cocksucker had to deal with that.
It's a different world, man. We got to take care of everybody. We got to bring everybody up now. Everybody.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that, like, people got offended by "shut up" until I moved.
They're getting offended by that now.
Well, because my family, we would be like, "Would you shut up? Shut up!"
And they think it's horrible, right?
And then, like, when I remember, like, when I got out of the house, I was like talking to some girl, and she was running her fucking, you know.
I love Joe.
And I go. I love when Burr goes, when goes, and they were running their yaps.
Yaps, you know.
But she was,
guys.
She was just up my ass about something. And I go, will you shut the fuck up, please? And she goes, don't you fucking talk to me like that. And I was like what? Like, I don't even understand.
You date white girls. If you date anybody of ethnicity, they'd be like, well, no, fuck you.
Right.
Come right back at you.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Speaking of the bus monitor, because we have turned the corner, you know, we feel like she should have got a year's salary tops, and she makes $15,000.
Wait
that
a
would have been
second.
nice.
Look at me and my nose. You think I didn't take a lot of shit? If you want to start giving some money,
you got nice eyes, you got nice boobs, you got a nice figure.
Where's our money?
You could look the money? We could look around the nose. You got other things happening there.
Adam Carolla picked on me. Why don't we just, come on?
Did he really?
Well, not really. Just in general. Why don't we start a...
Were you mad about the article he wrote?
Not really. Because he's not completely wrong.
Yeah, I know. He made some valid points, and people are writing to him like, you fucking asshole. Here's my thing with it.
Just for the people. Thank you.
Right?
Yeah. Sammy knows how to do radio. Jesus, Joe. Look, people are tuning in for the first time.
Hey, man, I'm here to plug my dates.
Maybe they didn't hear what Adam said.
You're going to plug your dick.
Adam went with the whole
weirdest
women
sexual
aren't
thing.
funny thing, but he had a little, insight to it.
And yeah, and
you
there
didn't
was
just throw that out there without any fucking knowledge.
There was a lot of backlash about it, obviously.
Right.
And here's my problem with it. If you're, number one, if you're a comic that kills, you don't care. Whether you're a guy or a girl and you kill, you're like, whatever, I don't give a shit. And this is what I'm tired of. And I don't say this to pick on women. It's just in this particular case, it pertains to women. It bothers me when somebody says something like that, and then female comics that aren't that funny, the ones that aren't that funny, I mean, come out and go, we can do it too. It's like, well, you know what? I could go to a fucking bench pressing contest and stand there and go, I could do that. Fucking do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, get up there and do it if you can do it. And if you can't, then shut up. And the ones that can, like you or Lisa or whoever,
thank you.
They don't say anything.
Are you just saying Tam because she's here?
Right, that's right.
No,
right.
Tam, no, serious.
She was wondering that. I saw it in her
Right,
eyes.
you see, I go, what? Is he
You
going to say
just mentioned her and because
Who
she's
is
here.
this? No, I'm kidding.
No, Tam's fucking funny.
But I'm not just saying that. I'm serious. Like, you kill and Lisa kill. There's a lot of really killer chicks out there.
My act not as a chick. I wrote it as a comic, and then I happen to be a woman.
You just nailed it.
Exactly.
That's
exactly. That was the whole thing.
You just nailed it because I've been trying to figure out what that is always. You see these female comics and they're not just writing an act. It's like, oh, I got to talk about my period and my overbearing mother.
Right.
And
that's not my problem.
That I'm still single at 35. We've all heard the exact same jokes from a million different female comics.
And the defense of that shit will be like if you go, women they talk about their periods. A lot of female comics will go, well, if you had your period, you talk about it. It's like, guess what? There is an equivalent to guy period jokes. They're called dick jokes.
Masturbation jokes, I think. Jerk-off jokes are about the same, right?
And dick jokes are the go-to you stink as a comic insult. This guy's all fucking dick jokes. That's all he does is dick jokes.
Right.
It is the go-to thing to trash people about in comedy.
Right.
And it's like, I'm so fucking tired of it.
But it's great on a Dixie cup. Here's the thing with Adam. First of all, if you said it, if Bill Burr said it, Bobby, I would be offended because I'm like, they're monsters, and I think I would feel bad. Adam Carolla, to me, isn't that funny. So I don't really give a shit what Adam thinks about.
That's a good point.
And he has never really been I've never seen him at my show, so I can't take it personally because it's not like Jerry Lewis said it probably like a week after I did the telethon. And I was like, is that me?
Wait, what
was
happened
it me?
Oh,
like,
man.
I did the telethon, and then Jerry Lewis
that's
said
when
it.
Jerry Lewis
but he
said
had
it,
a giant dome. Like, his head was like a beach ball, so I can't really think that his thoughts were connecting in his head. So I didn't know.
He really got uncomfortable to look at on TV. Huh?
He looks normal again now.
I know.
It's really rough.
But he's also the kind of guy where he'd be like,
he was great.
He would be like, blacks on funny. And then if you were a black guy, you'd be like, really? Not you, sweetheart. I don't mean you. Like, he seems like that kind of guy to me.
Traditionally, blacks are not funny. He'd be like, yeah, what?
Right.
Yeah, not you, Bubula.
Well, Dean and I shut down the tunnels in New York City for 11 weeks straight. Fucking ridiculous stories he tells. From 97th Street down to 8th. You couldn't drive a car.
Did I tell you guys that story?
Really, Jerry?
About being at the whatever it is, the telethon that he does for...
Yeah, the muscular dystrophy telethon, right.
So I had never done anything like that. And,
what year?
God, I think it was like 2004. It was just coming off the last comic, right? So everybody was still alive, like Ed McMahon and Edie and Robert Goulet.
Oh,
and I'm
cool.
like
The old
getting
standards.
out, going, how did I overshoot stardom? Like
and
somehow
just
I
end up on that end.
I just missed it.
Oh man, at those telethons, though, you got to climb a ladder. I think that's
yeah.
So
I
right, Opie.
You miss all the good parties. You just end up in a steam room with all those people.
So listen,
wait, what Ed's referring to? I also was on the MDA telethon.
Okay.
But I was on the local feed, and I was an
terrible.
idiot fucking DJ on the top of a ladder answering phone calls.
Oh my God! Call in now for your pledges.
You know when they went local, then you got to see me.
You?
I didn't even get the national.
I'm not going to get off this ladder until we raise.
I was walking back to my dressing room, right, and I saw Robert Goulet, and I'm like, wow, these guys are,
Bob,
and he walks into, he like goes off to the left, and you know, like those little kids with the little earpieces, they're like these free interns. She stops right in front of the room, and she goes, yeah, I don't, and she runs away, and I'm just standing there. She comes back, she goes, that's your dressing room, and he is in there. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm sure. 15 minutes later, he comes out, swear to God, proverbial newspaper under the arm, gives me that little finger salute, and walks away. He took the most atrocious dump in my dressing room that they had to move my call time. I got I got goulayed. Like, it was so fucking awful.
You know it had to be like a stewy dump.
Oh, it's like a 74-year-old
old casino food he's eating all the time.
A bit on the gray side. One of those.
I'm opening at the Tropicana in Atlantic City.
I own my own tux.
Sweetie, I gotta pass a surfing turf in your dressing room. Excuse me.
Wow.
How bad it was he couldn't make it from his dressing room to the stage without
Last time I took a shit like that, Joey Bishop was walking in the dressing room. Funny story, true story. Joey Bishop.
I was in Leslie Nielsen's trailer. We were shooting Naked Gun 2.5. I fucked Priscilla Presley in her ass, then I took a dump in her fucking boudet.
We got to get back to the bus. We got to get back to the bus monitor for a second. So this guy sets up a website for donations, right?
Right.
Holy fuck! Since we've been on the air, what's the total up to?
Well, the total's at 471.
Hold on, 471. Okay.
I think if you donate, you get to sling something at her. Like, if I'll give you $50 if I get to just annihilate you for a while. Can I Skype and personally pick on you?
This is what I want to say. Thank you. Let me say it, Joe. She has made, and this is why Ant's completely outraged, and I'm right behind him at this point. Yeah. She has made $44,000 since we started this radio show.
Since we started the show.
Since we started the show.
I have lost $28 since we started the show.
She has made $44,000 since we started the show.
Fucking believe
She's
that?
going to make close to $50,000 in the time we've done this radio show.
Believe that?
Why don't we let people pick on us to raise money?
She's making $50,000 every 4 hours at this point. Because and you know, a lot of people were sleeping. This number's going to go up. I said she's going to make
7 o'clock on the West Coast.
She's going to make $1 million by the time.
And you
this
know,
is all
Corky
said and
from
done.
Life Goes On is homeless,
right?
And he brought us hours of televion joy.
Jesus Christ! You know the money I deserve?
Is he really homeless? Because that makes me happy.
Yeah, they said he's like in one of those homes that free.
Just from
boy, he didn't know how to fucking manage his money. What an idiot!
He's trying to fuck old retards.
What is he, a retard or
That
something?
was on television.
What the fuck is he thinking? Oh.
Fucking retards are bad with money. I've always said it.
She really will. She'll be broke. Some fat black guy will marry her and steal it all from her.
Oh, man.
I did the fucking cellar trashings that I've gone through. The money I fucking deserve.
Yeah.
From Keith Robinson alone.
Just the shit people say to us on Twitter, we should get a fucking handout.
Right? What about the drunk broad at 10:30 who just feels like the world should be handed to her because she's hot and just interrupts constantly and you can't get a thought out?
God damn it! I hate everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at like the I'm gonna hang it up point. I'm serious. I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I can't make sense of anything anymore. I hate everything. I want out, dude. I really think about leaving the country like a lot.
Oh, God, I hope that
like
happens.
where would you go?
And where would you go?
That was an inner thought. Sorry.
Look, I'll call you guys from the plane.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
That's just a good.
Where would you go, Joe?
Egypt to find his biological father.
Oh, would you go to Egypt? Where would you go?
Oh, dude, I think about going to Italy or England, just anywhere.
What about like Amsterdam?
Canada? I think about Canada a lot.
Do you think it's that much different where people are magically not assholes and
they're Europe, they're real fucking cunts over there.
Yeah.
But it's like I'd rather deal with cunts than morons.
That comes from a country that was like bombed into oblivion and had to rebuild everything.
Yeah, I mean it's like
cunts.
I'm thinking
They got this attitude about being bombed.
I'm thinking Vancouver, man. Vancouver's a place for you.
And you can smoke weed.
Vancouver seems really nice.
I mean, look, it's just. I mean, how can you not?
We should take over Vancouver, man.
Let's just go.
I'm serious.
The only bad thing about Vancouver is it's New York expensive. Like to live there?
That's all right.
No, really, what you should do is stay here in this country, but declare yourself Native American and like move onto a reservation, because they get to do whatever the hell they want. That's why I'm petrified to play those casinos, because they have ultimate sovereignty.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm always afraid I'm going to offend like the tribal council, and they're going to say you have to fucking live here for the rest of your life. We're not going to. We're not giving you.
They do make their own rules.
Right, they make their own rules. So if you just have like a quarter drop
or something,
right? They don't have to give you, and they can't come get you. Like the American government cannot come get you.
Sorry.
You don't get your phone call and your due.
What do you think we want?
process.
Another fucking Custer's Last Stand? You're on your own, motherfucker.
Hey,
yeah, exactly.
I have to say this. I tweeted the picture of the girl naked with the body paint, and I figured something out that I want to pass on. I gave the advice on the Brazilian steakhouse. I got another one, Joe.
What's that?
When you see these girls that, they got their boobies out, they're topless, but they put the body paint on.
It's another thing I'm sick of.
But listen to me. And they think they're all covered up and nice because they got paint over their boobs and stuff. Yeah. You put, and I didn't do this, but you could do it at home. You put a black and white filter on these broads, they're completely naked.
Yeah.
They're completely naked.
Well,
it takes away the body paint.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you get all confused because you see all those colors and shit. But you put a black and white filter on, you can see them completely naked. It looks like they might have a tattoo or something, but besides that, they're naked now.
It's this whole body paint thing and this whole other thing, too, where now women, like, want to walk around topless.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm so sick and tired of people well, in a perfect world, we should be able to do that. Well, guess what? We don't live in a perfect world. We live in a sick fucking world.
Yes.
And there are horrible things that happen out there. Whether you want to recognize it or not, they happen. You can't walk around topless. It is an arousing thing
in
to
New York
men.
City.
But why?
It's stupid.
The women want.
It's just causing. It's going to cause problems. That's all it's going to do.
You know, here's the thing. Go ahead and do it. But then don't get upset. Don't fucking whine and moan when some guys tell you exactly what they want to do to you. When you get fucked and they don't call you, don't stalk them. Let them be. You just put it out there like that, right? Like, let it be.
You've had a few of those in your...
I'm writing a book, really, I swear to God, called Suck It Up, Princess, because I am so sick of attitudes from chicks right now. Like that princess mentality, it really goes back to a long time ago. I had this friend whose father was a cop, and he was like this kind of straight up guy, and he just looked at us. We were like these two little girls, and he goes, listen, if you want to be queen, you got to kneel before the king.
Oh, man.
Holy shit. All this stupid.
All right, that sounds
Sandusky-ish.
Sandusky-ish.
It seems like
I don't
he
even
got away
hear
with a
about
few
that
crimes.
He rules.
That guy is so disgusting.
I turned the corner on him, too. Oh, wait.
Do you want to do it?
By the way,
so did everybody else who caught him in the locker room.
Yeah.
The one thing that hasn't been said about that, when he goes to jail, he doesn't even give a fuck. He's not going to be punished.
You don't think?
Oh, you can
don't
see in
think
his
so?
face. He's like, whatever. You know
He's
what?
looking forward to the adventure.
He's like, you know what I got away with? I knew this was coming eventually.
Dude, they are going to widen his
fuck.
asshole to they're going to make it so wide that the team would be able to run out of it at the beginning of a fucking game.
But you think one of the guys are going to give it up and sacrifice themselves to fuck some old man's fucking asshole?
Dude, in prison, that's like, if you're a child fucker, they destroy you. Like that's like
I understand.
That's when you get the broom in your ass.
I think he'll get the shit beat out of him, but no one's sticking their dick in Sandusky's ass. Look at him.
They're not going to do it because they...
I understand.
That's not how he did it.
There's something to be said, though, for... I understand. They're not doing it because they're enjoying fucking it. It's a rape. It's a power thing. I understand that. But there is a point where it does reach where you can't even fucking do it just for the sake of fucking someone up.
No way.
They might shove a fucking broom handle up his ass.
That's what I think.
They'll beat the shit out of him. No one's sticking their dick in his ass.
You're telling me...
He'll be protected, Joe, first of all.
No fucking
They should
way.
force him to fuck women.
That
would be
You're telling me that there aren't going to be convicts lining up in prison to go, I fuck Sandusky first. I taught him a fucking... You don't think people are going to line up for their...
movie are you living?
They're hoping for a chance, probably, but it's more from rap songs. Protected.
What's that?
He's going to be protected.
No one's fucking Sandusky's asshole.
Nobody.
Who's going to protect him?
So.
You think they're throwing him in just general pop?
No,
dude, they are going to throw the fucking book at this guy because this is how everything works now. Everything is back compensation. They realize, oh shit, you got to wait with this for a long we got to do something really harsh now. They are going to make an example out of this guy. We fucked up with OJ. We can't do that again. We got to throw the book at this guy. I'm telling you. you.
Yeah, we
There'll
know
be
all
someone
that.
raising
But
money for his
Yeah, but
wife.
he's a high profile.
He's high profile.
He's a high profile
They
inmate.
protect high
Weighing him down and
profile.
put him in the police.
Yeah.
Fuck kids.
I know, but he's
They
a
protect high profile.
He's a high profile
Trust
inmate,
me,
and they protect
something will
him.
go wrong and someone will get at him. But
It's like Jeffrey Dahmer, where they
A
beat
guard will
him
look
with
the
the
other
back
way.
of the toilet
in
or
the
something,
end,
right?
they got him
beat the
at
shit out of
the
him.
toilet, man.
Is that
But
how
they
he
protect-
died?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
protected
I
him,
think
but
they beat him in
but
the
he
back
had a
of the
little
toilet.
job, and someone got to him finally.
But it wasn't even about what he did, though. It was like he had
Some kind of prison beef
going on.
Yeah.
A prison beef.
Yeah.
Look at us talking lingo. Yeah, he had some beef with some other
So
guy.
he shanked him, you know?
Yeah, fucking.
that guy ain't gonna suffer in prison
I-
anytime
He'll
soon.
suffer.
He doesn't even
but he's
give a
not getting
fuck.
He'll suffer just because he can't get to
I think we're
kids
getting
anymore.
away from the
That's
point. We're getting away from the issue here of him getting a dick in his asshole. I don't see it happening.
And he might just enjoy that anyway.
Yeah.
man. Who the fuck knows?
disgusting. Everybody will be younger than him in prison.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it'll
Oh
work out.
man.
I'd bang a woman his age. So if I was gay, I'd bang him.
But it's not a
Joe
gay
likes
thing. It's not
Joe
a-
likes old broads.
Well, if you wait long enough, you can get anybody. I remember Farrah Fawcett before she died. Used to come to the Improv in L.A. all the time. And you remember, Jimmy Schubert, great comic, very funny. He goes, I had
Well,
such.
that's your opinion.
He goes, I had such. Shut up, Hope. He goes, I had such a great crush on her when I was a kid.
I apologize, but he might have had a tough time at one of our virus shows. That's
Really?
the only reason I say that.
Who wouldn't?
I
All
like
right.
Jimmy Stewart
Some
a lot.
people- some
actually.
people would.
All right, but anyway, he had a
He
crush
goes,
on
I had a
Farrah.
crush on her so bad. All I wanted to do is be with her when I was. I'm like, you can get her now. You just wait long enough, you can get any of them.
That's the best thing about Comic-Con is you go up to like Daisy Duke. And you're like, ugh, I could fuck you in the bathroom right now, probably.
You feel like you got a shot. You
Yeah,
should
I had
feel
to
good about
posture
yourself.
you over my bed.
Did you think about that after watching Chud last night?
Yes,
I got a text here from somebody in the know.
Okay.
More than likely, he will be in the SHU, S-H-U, segregated housing unit for his entire sentence.
Yeah, they protect them because they don't want the bad reputation that some shit went down in their prison.
Thank you, Vince.
Or in their county and all that
Then
shit.
maybe they'll
It's
just
bull-
poison them a little bit at a time.
No, but something will go wrong and somebody will get to them. It'll take a while.
I love to
Somebody
do-
that knows they're leaving the job soon might look the other way. That crap.
I think they should put that dude in Texas. Remember that dude in Texas
Well,
that
well,
just beat the
oh, yeah,
shit,
yeah.
just killed the guy from molesting
By the
his
way, no
daughter?
charges
No
officially.
charges. It's the best thing
None.
ever.
They've decided no
He was
charges.
protecting his daughter. That's
Yep.
what he did. He had to pull the guy off of her. So
Oh
obviously,
my God, I can't even think about
Yeah,
it.
another text.
I was just laughing at Joe DeRosa. A text about Joe DeRosa meeting his biological parents, or the fantasy we had earlier about.
We think he
if
should
that
because they
happened.
might be rich.
What is this?
Right.
This is Dr. Steve, of
Okay.
course. He goes, tell Hosni DeRosa if he meets his biological parents, they'll just hate him like everyone else does.
Wow, see, Joe.
Jesus, Steve.
And we wonder why you have abandonment issues.
But there was a
Weird.
winky face at the end of it.
Oh, a winky face.
That makes everything good.
All right.
Winky face makes everything better.
LOL.
Yeah, actually it does. I've had nice
Yeah.
emails with Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve's a good guy.
Yeah, tell him can I have his number? Because I need a doctor to call him prescriptions for me 'cause I don't have insurance.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't. You know who used to be my.
He doesn't do that. What are you, nuts?
Can doctors not do that?
No,
Ken
it's
Jones
completely
used to do
illegal.
that.
They got to
That's
see
illegal?
you.
Yeah, he doesn't do that shit.
They have
Oh,
to
I didn't
see.
know
They have
that.
to see you. Or
Well, that's what I
something.
mean. I need a guy I can see.
You
and-
need to
Yeah,
find
yeah.
a
Gotta go to
doctor.
Mexico.
You need to find like an Elvis Presley
El
type
Doctor.
I
doctor.
thought doctors could just do that for
No,
you.
you can't do that.
What he will do, though, is he'll refer a doctor for you to go to.
Yeah.
And a
Here.
Nicole Smith.
Yeah, right? I need 20 doctors because I need,
I need, once a year I get a
Oxycontin,
flu
I need-
or something, and they,
Well, that's what
You-
happened to me.
you
He
want
referred
Propofol?
me a doctor.
Well, I don't have health insurance.
I'm sure this guy's out there,
Yeah.
but he's not that
I didn't know
type
that
of
was
guy.
illegal. I thought the doctors could
No,
just
man,
do
you
that.
can't do that shit.
All this time, I'm wanting to become friends with a doctor, so I could.
That's it.
It does happen, but
Well, you know who used to take care of us in the early days was Ken Jeong, because he was a doctor, and if you didn't have health insurance, he would just charge you minimal, like if you got strep throat or whatever, you go see him. And
fucking Doc
25
Baker on
bucks.
there.
Yeah, is there a
Yeah,
doctor
Little
out
House.
there that can do that for me?
Is there a doctor in the house?
the only doctor I know is shooting The Hangover 3. So,
Are they going
it's a
for
better
3?
career.
Of course they are.
Of course, come on.
Of course they
two
are.
Was, 2 was
This
1.
is where
2
Zach
was
shaves
1.
his beard.
Oh, it's going to be crazy, I
Half
bet.
of it, just half.
Ken Jeong's penis is so fucking tiny. And then I was thinking, everything looks bigger on TV to begin with, right? Or in movies.
My nose is bigger than his penis.
The camera adds 10 pounds is what
All
you're
right,
thinking
so
of.
then it has to make your penis look bigger then?
No,
so
it
how
adds
tiny
10
is this thing?
It adds 10 pounds. It doesn't make it look bigger.
If you're adding 10 pounds on your body in general, it would make your penis look bigger.
No, it would just make you look bulkier.
You think?
It doesn't really do anything. It's a horseshit lie.
His penis is fucking
that
tiny.
fat women made
Did
up.
you freeze frame it and look at it? Like I had to go.
It
My
looks
friend, I don't
tiny,
want to
yeah.
see it.
I mean, you didn't have to.
It is tiny. It doesn't help that he's got that giant bush around him.
Distract, right? Like that.
No, I think it makes it look smaller.
That's an Asian thing.
Yeah,
though,
clear
right?
out that brush.
They like
and,
growing that shit down there.
Or that
Braid
bush.
it and beat
I don't
it.
know what that's about.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, man.
We're all
Got nothing,
sad.
Joe.
We're all sad for Ken Jeong.
Why are you sad
His
for him?
tiny,
And his
tiny
dick?
penis.
His little dick.
I'd take a little dick for a
That
little
career?
more. Yeah.
Right? Look at that.
Yeah.
And he's a doctor, too.
Wow, I'm
like,
glad
can he
you-
make you feel worse about yourself?
I'm glad you finished that statement.
Oh, you thought I was saying I'd take that little dick?
Like Jerry Sandusky Jr.
I'll take that little dick.
You wouldn't feel bad
Only
about
if it was
yourself?
attached to a certain lady.
It's not a lady.
I
Wow,
can't
why do we have to
stand
talk about the
stuff.
same shit every
No, we're not.
time?
I'm not.
It's not a lady.
Let's not do it again. I know.
I missed something, but I'm sure I get it. Trust me, I read
Bailey.
Jimmy's books, so I get.
Bailey J has
Bailey
a
J.
massive fucking penis.
And looks like a girl.
I just
Wow.
don't think that makes you a lady.
I think we outdid
Nothing against her and whatever, but that just doesn't make you a lady.
I think we reached the peak of this discussion when Gervais was here. I think that was as great as that discussion was ever going to get.
Oh, I know that was true.
Yeah, he
He's
was
my.
great. Yeah.
I really love that cartoon. That. Whatever the Ricky Gervais show, I watch, and it's so hard because my son will walk in the room and he thinks it's a cartoon for like a kid to watch. I'm like, get the hell out of here! He's like, Mommy, I want to watch it. I'm like,
Fuck
it's
that.
not SpongeBob.
My kid's watching Family Guy already.
Oh,
I was amazed by it too. I'm like, all right,
all the
now I got
colors.
something.
It's all the
He's
colors.
looking at. Well, he's starting to figure shit out. It's two.
It's too
A
hard.
little over 2 now. How old's your kid?
He's 4, so like I can't be naked anymore. You can't do anything because there's what's that?
You were walking around
Nothing.
naked in front of your kid, though, for a while?
Well, you do when you can't help it. You got to
Why?
you got to shower. You got
gotta
to do
shit in
stuff.
front of 'em.
Put
They
something
run
on.
in front of you.
You gotta
in the
shit.
shower. Yeah,
Put on a
I got-
goddamn robe.
I
What's the
got
matter with you?
fins. What's
the matter with you?
What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Put on a fucking robe.
At least wear a bra or something.
Kid's gonna remember that shit. He's gonna grow up all fucking stunad.
Please.
Scott for life.
It's
Trust
Scott
me,
for
I
life.
know
We don't want to see
mommy
his
issues.
mother's fucking tits and fucking pushy there. Yeah, like my dad. Come on,
My
I'm gonna
mother-in-law is
teach you how to
always
shower.
naked in front of us still.
What?
My
Who is?
mother-in-law will be just drop and be completely
Nah,
naked.
now
like
you're
in
just
front
doing
of me.
radio shit.
I swear to God on my
Really?
life, you could call my brother, call all my
Your
sister-in-laws.
mother-in-law's just naked?
I have seen her naked more than I saw my own mother naked in my whole life.
I saw my mom's tits
Why?
once when she bent over to tie my
She
shoes.
just really.
But besides that, I never saw her
Freaky.
naked.
Disgusting.
She had big boobs. Holy
Jesus,
fuck!
can we get a
Sat
big
on my
fucking
side of the
That
dinner
ain't even-
table. They're
She had a
just
little slip on, and we were living in a fucking motel in Cutchogue, New York, because our house was being redone, and she bent over to tie my shoes, and I saw her boobs, her big tits.
I love that you go, you're only doing
God.
radio. No, this is my sick fucking life.
That's
okay?
horrifying.
I was just joking.
That's I wish.
But she really is naked
she has
now?
no problem being naked now. It's,
How old is she?
64.
Joe, you listening?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Joe likes old.
That's
fucking inconsiderate.
Want bang Magda? I gotta play.
Joe's banged 60-year-olds.
No, I never banged
tell
a
her,
60
Joe.
I hooked up with a 60-year-old once when I was
No,
in my
you
20s.
didn't.
Yeah, she was
If
hot.
you bang a 60-year-old, their fucking hips break.
You didn't even
Can't.
go through
You have to
with
be
it?
gentle.
Hold on to the walker.
Why did
Yeah.
Wait,
Bend her
you
over the
hooked
walker.
her- you hooked
Get
up
those
with
tennis
her.
balls squishing down.
Yeah, why didn't you have
What
sex
level?
with her?
Like, why wouldn't you just go all the way?
Yeah, why
then?
would you go all in at that
Because
point?
she
Why
wouldn't
not?
come home with me. I made out with her in a
she
bar
waiting for the
against
right
wall.
fucking
Did
corpse?
pick up her grandchild?
A
from
60-year-old with
kindergarten?
morals? What's that about? That's fucked up. What she have to
What are you expecting?
Oh, she don't want to come home to fuck on the first fucking time you meet her, and she's 60. Fuck her.
Yeah, what else?
Yeah, what is she waiting for?
She thought you were going to
Pig.
put her in a home. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I made out with her against the wall at a bar, and I
Oh my God!
I grabbed her.
That's right. The
I
taste
grabbed
of
her.
old lady
Joe,
red lipstick and
what about a
Efferdent.
60-year-old woman? Like, wait, I want to go back. Like, how did that happen?
She was really attractive, and I was really turned on by how old she was.
Oh, wow.
I like older women. Why are you acting surprised? I've talked to you about this.
I know, but
it's a surprise every time.
It's just odd to me that you were turned on that she was 60.
I was completely turned on.
Like, I can understand you being like, yeah, I'll fuck her and stuff. But to actually be turned on that she's 60 is the weird part.
I went after her. She was with a group of young girls. She was with a group of girls in their 20s, and I went after her.
Jesus Christ, Joe.
Jesus Christ, Joe.
Jesus Christ, Joe.
Jesus Christ, DeRosa. It makes me fucking sick.
Jesus Christ, Joe.
You know, dude.
Come on, Joe. Jesus Christ, Joe.
Jesus.
I get it, DeRosa. We all get what you're into. We get it. We get it. We get it. You like to bang an old broad. It makes you feel like you're at home. She bakes you some fucking bag. Go fuck yourself.
Here's the other one. Here's the other one he does. Hacha.
Hacha.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
So you made out with her against the wall.
Dude, that's nothing, dude. A fucking 77-year-old broad fingered my asshole.
Yeah, exactly. He would so be like...
No, he has one of those stories.
No,
I know.
Wasn't it like a colonic story or something?
Yeah.
No matter
where
what
she was giving colonics in her apartment or something? And I don't know. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he's... Yeah,
Bobby's next album should be called That's Nothing, Dude.
That's nothing.
No matter what story you tell him. Bobby, once I, killed a man and then fucking out. That's nothing, dude.
Nothing, dude.
I like when he talks about sex though, and brings it down. But he's like, oh, dude, that's nothing. Let me tell you something.
Send this chick, right? And I'm fucking her.
He gets that,
you want to lean in and...
Yeah, the down and dirty fucking Bobby Kelly talk.
I used to do Tired Bobby for Colin sometimes. Yeah, when you call Bobby, he's tired. Bobby, what's up? Ugh, dude, I'm just fucking... and then Billy and me were laughing. We say, Bobby, just even everything is food. Even when he's talking about how tired he is, it's all food terms. I'm just fucking cooked, dude. I fucking got up to... I'm fried, dude.
That's great.
I don't know which Bobby's the real one, because you get sensitive Bobby, reflective type Bobby,
sarcastic,
angry. Yeah. Which one is he?
There's a lot of shades to Bobby. There's a lot of levels.
Yeah.
There's a lot there. I don't know.
He's a deep man. Yes. Indeed.
Tammy, what are you promoting, by the way? Anything?
Nothing. I'm at the Stress Factory. No, I'm at not nothing.
You're
I'm at the Stress Factory, and by the way, Vinny made a special because apparently I'm selling so well. No, I'm not. Like $20 for like dinner and the show.
Nice little what? Yeah.
Little package.
I like that Stress Factory.
Tammy's funny, man.
Cool.
If you're near the Stress Factory, go see Tammy Pescatelli.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been having fun. I'm having fun now.
But fuck Vinny and his stupid chicken wings.
Jesus Christ.
Takes more pride in his food sometimes in the comics. Relax.
Well, it's so funny because he goes...
Holy fuck, I don't give a fuck your food's good.
Joe, don't you think like all club owners now like give you a hard time about your ticket sales? Like you literally could have a sold-out show and they'll go, yeah, you missed it by 4.
Yeah, well,
you told everybody sold out.
I'll let you know when I have an almost sold-out show.
Jeez. Joe, you had to bring that up,
Jesus, Joe.
Jesus Christ, Joe. Keep the illusion up, dude. It's fucking Hollywood, dude. Keep it up, dude. What the fuck are you doing? You're never going to sell tickets.
Now, you know what? You motherfuckers, this is going to be my weekend. Like, I always take something from Friday, and it lasts the entire fucking weekend. This whole weekend, I'm just going to be like, Jesus Christ, Joe. What are you doing?
Can I say, didn't seeing Billy, although I was so happy for him, but on Breaking Bad, take you out of it? Did you used to watch that show?
I'm not a Breaking Bad guy. I got to get in.
Episode 1 of this new season.
You do not.
And I'm watching it tonight.
Oh, man,
and I'm
crash
getting
your house.
4 or 3 more episodes tomorrow.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. I watch it so much. I watch it in a marathon like I could make meth now. Like you get
I know. Don't you feel like you could? Doesn't it feel like a viable career when you watch that? You're like, this is kind of good.
Do that.
Why do people love Breaking Bad so much? It's because I'm out. I haven't seen any.
It's just sick. If you watch one, you'll see why. I can't even tell.
Yeah, the pilot just hooked you immediately. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then he's just great. Bryan Cranston's fucking great in it. The story's good. It's very stressful to watch. Like, oh no, what's he doing? They really know how to do the cliffhanger very well.
It is not jump the shark by any stretch. Except that it's really hard for me to see Billy and Lavelle. It's really
Billy coming to the door. It's like, hey,
Yeah, check the water or something. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
I hate that when it happens because
is he a recurring character now?
He is now. Like it's like he's been in like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah,
he's like
fucking.
It is great.
You make a fucking mess. Jesus Christ, dude. You make a fucking mess. There
he is.
Can I help you? Yeah. Thanks. Boy, were you scared.
I love this.
Look at the mouth. Says nothing.
No.
Just sweats.
What's this about? I'll tell you what this is about, Mr. Banky. This is about you and me doing our best to keep Huel happy. Huel?
LaBelle
Who's
looks
Huel?
like Grimace.
This is Huel. Huel, you happy?
Reasonably.
What would make you unhappy?
This little mofo not doing what he's told.
And if you were to become unhappy, Mr. Banky wouldn't care for that?
I'm gonna say no.
Well, there you have it.
There you have it.
We've all heard that.
There you have it.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Very nice.
Fucking Joe. There you have it, Joe.
And he's hot.
That's straight out of his fucking act.
I think Billy is hot.
That's straight out of Burr's act.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go. It's the hardest job. I thought roofing in the summer as a redhead was the hardest job. Oh, well, there you have it.
There you go. Oh, that's fucking fantastic.
Love
Now
Burr.
he's an enforcer.
Yeah. Now he's fucking racking head in a TV show.
Oh, this is the best. Don't watch that scene, Opie.
No, I
if
don't
you haven't
wanna.
seen it, because
That's
it's going to
true.
ruin
It is a
Really,
spurler.
shut it up. Yeah, really, because it's
Spurler.
really worth you sitting at home and watching all the seasons
I
back
did
to back on
one
Marathon
of those
on a
festivals where you just sit there and let it rot. I'm going into my fucking movie theater
I cannot
tonight.
believe you.
Popping this
You have
in.
to call me and tell me what happened.
It's got no spoilers.
And remember when I said that the bus monitor made $44,000?
Shut up! I don't want to
She's
hear it.
now up to $49,000. She just made another $5,000 since we just mentioned.
Pretty much
You guys
50 G's.
publicly
She made-
humiliate me
she made
right now.
$5,000.
Yeah.
Just start heaping.
Is
the
that right?
trash.
She made another $5,000 in the last half hour.
Jesus, look at her.
Fuck this broad.
Watch her get hot. Watch her take that money and
Oh
get
man,
like
that'd be
plastic
hilarious.
surgery.
All the guys at school.
I
would
have 5,000
fucking-
in about 15 minutes.
5,000 in 15
Joe
minutes because
DeRosa
now
wants to
everyone's
fuck her.
awake.
She's not old enough yet, but in a couple of years.
Would you make out with her against the wall?
No.
Can I tell you though, I have seen comics bang retards.
Yeah.
I did work with a comic who literally brought this
So is the
retarded-
person they're banging.
Right, no, for this guy, there was this little retarded group that came to the show, and they were nice. Like this girl had like on her pajamas and, you know, like those old kind of kimono-y pajamas. And after the show, he was signing autographs. I thought, wow, that's really nice. She's taking time. I was like the feature. After this, back in condo days, right? So after I go back to the condo, he comes in with this girl. I'm thinking, this is weird. Maybe he needed a ride because he didn't have a car. Sure as hell, he goes in the room and he calls her back in there. They start making this. If you ever heard a retard get pounded, it's absolutely horrible,
Ew,
right?
that's disgusting.
And then she leaves. And he literally comes out like he's smiling and stuff. And I go,
Hey.
dude, I don't even understand. Like,
I did.
why would you cheat on your wife with that? And he goes, who will believe it?
Built
She
an
was
alibi.
legit retarded.
For real. Not like Mongol, you know what I mean? But like
What
obviously
level?
slow,
What level?
obviously, you know, really, like she got a check.
Oh,
She got a check.
woman. Oh boy.
She got a check from the
Adam
government.
Carolla, look out. Whoa.
You know, women aren't funny. All they're good for is trimming my eyebrows.
I don't know the difference between him and Gilbert Godfrey, really. Like it sounds the same, looks the same.
Oh my God, she's back on TV. Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
Oh, no.
you got to play it.
There could be a silver lining to all those economic. We're glad for Karen Klein. As we continue to
Well,
look
you
at her,
see
she
her,
is
you're
going to go to
sorry for her,
Disneyland,
right?
and she does have 9 people to bring with her, so good for her. Okay.
But didn't she
On
say,
to
I
our
don't
next
want to
story.
take
There
them
we
all?
go. There could be a silver lining to all those economic problems in Europe.
Oh, I thought she was like having a birtation.
I know.
The
No,
lady
that
was
sounds
all
birtation.
fucked up.
That's all this, and that's all this fucking culture is. It's okay now because you have money.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. That's okay
And the
now
trip
that
to
somebody said
Disney.
they were going to cut you.
But
You
by-
have money now.
But by tomorrow,
I've been saying this for years.
it's a conspiracy.
There you
There you
go.
go. There you have it.
Hey, people wonder why the fucking bankers are taking everything over. Go make some money. No, everything will be fine. Yeah, just make some fucking money.
You know what the World Bank is, Joe? You know what the World Bank is? Yeah, look it up.
Dude, I was on the phone with Burr last night for 40 minutes talking about the fucking bankers. Ugh.
At the end, I go, Billy, what do we do? He goes, I don't fucking know. Ugh, he's just stinks.
And by the way, that retard story, that was nothing. I had one locked in my fucking basement, and we were threatening to hit her on the head with a rock if she didn't blow us off.
How sad is it that you had to stay on the phone with Bill Burr for 40 minutes because your career's not going that well? If your career was going better, you would have hung up on it.
No, I was doing Bobby talking to Billy.
That was Bobby.
Oh.
Not tired Bobby, though.
I feel and look like an asshole right now. Hey, I got a note from Amy Schumer who needs a little plug. See how I got out of that?
Did she send a note in?
Yeah, from a plane.
Oh, well.
From a plane.
All right, well, then let's stop everything.
I guess she's not hurting that badly that she didn't call the show.
Yeah.
But passed on a note that she's taping her hour in San Fran tomorrow, and tickets are available online. So, does that bother you?
What?
I see.
That she sent a note in?
Yeah.
From a plane?
Yeah.
It's mildly irritating.
And we'll preface this by saying we all like Amy Schumer, but why?
Why?
Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I'm friends with Amy, but
don't hold back. What's up?
It's annoying.
Why?
Because
when you had to plug something, you didn't send notes, huh?
Was she Hugh Hefner?
You never sent notes, did you, Joe?
Yeah, Dolly, hold my calls. I'm going to be very busy right now. If you could send a note into Opie and Anthony and tell them to plug the
I think what's going on here is when
She dropped it like propaganda.
When Joe needed
World War II.
to plug something, he would leave his sick mom in Philly to drive all the way up here.
You goddamn right I did. I was in a goddamn car at 4 o'clock in the morning trying to get up here by 6.
She's not your real mom anyway, though. She doesn't really matter. So, I'm just kidding.
Holy shit.
We made a pact with Joe that we'd keep everything positive
touch
today.
him, I'm rubbing him.
You fucked it all up.
She's a huge fan of you. She was very excited when she found out I became friends with you.
Yeah,
I'm dead serious. I swear to God.
Really? Huh?
I swear to God.
She used to love... You don't know how to take it. Like, I'm just waiting for the stand.
No, I swear to God. She was like a huge fan of Last Comic up through maybe the season after you. She's when she stopped watching.
What was the season after you? Because I'm trying to figure out when I stopped watching. Because I definitely watched your season.
I really stopped, but I think it was Josh Blue.
Yeah,
I never saw it after.
I sort of watched
like,
the
I
Josh
felt like I was
Blue,
like
and that
watching
was it
your
after
rapist.
That. Yeah, I watched the Josh Blue. It didn't work out too well for him, huh?
Yeah, he's killing it.
Oh, he is? I don't
making
know.
like shitloads of money at colleges.
He's doing really well. In fact, I got a note here from Josh. He's got something to plug. Can I plug something for Josh?
You're mad that Amy just sent a note? Amy's at that stage with us where she can just send notes.
That's
she can just send a fucking note.
You're almost there, Joe.
That's awesome.
You don't have tips.
You can send me a note.
Listen, next time I'll just tweet what I need you guys to talk about.
Oh, yeah, we'll get right to that.
Yeah.
Amy sends a note. I gotta meet you in a turnstile.
And then we had that awkward, like, no, I really do want you on the show.
Like,
really? You sure?
I really don't want you to feel obligated.
You know why I wouldn't send a note? Let me tell you why I wouldn't send a note.
Why, Joe?
Because I love being on this show with you guys.
See how he
and
fucking
you knew
turned
I was
that?
going to be here, right?
Exactly. And you guys are my friends, and I like coming in here and hanging out with all of you, and it's a great fucking time. Dates and plugs are secondary to having a good time on the show.
All right, so this is what you do. Don't plug anything as we end the show.
I won't plug
to
shit.
prove that you don't fucking come in here.
I don't need to
plugs.
plug anything. I really don't.
Is he sweating?
I don't need to plug.
Really.
I got dates. I'll come back later and plug them. Or not.
Just or not.
I don't care.
Or not. That's the key to that. Or not.
When I texted Rowan, I said, "Hey, dude, I'm back in town. Would love to just come in and hang out with the guys.
Right.
Nothing about I got to push this. I got to push that. I got to plug this. I got to plug that.
We love Joe.
Well, that's
I unplug.
Should we put Amy Schumer on the fucko list?
It's always the weirdest thing.
We might have to.
It's the weirdest thing because you guys gave me the last time I was here was like more than a year ago, and it was so. A guy goes, "Come in anytime, call us," and then you don't want to take advantage. And I think like most, you go, "I don't want to just call them and take advantage. I don't want to just show up every time." And then you wait so long that people forget about you.
Oh shit!
Oops,
waited too long.
We all live in the anytime world.
Want to pay me no mind list?
It means nothing. We all get hit with the anytime. Oh, come on the show anytime. What does that really mean?
Nothing.
It puts in
You're
your
right.
court where you're going to look like an asshole by calling and going,
There you
"Hey,
have
I'm
it.
rolling." They said anytime. I'm ready for my anytime. We all
I'm ready for my anytime.
We all live in that world, no matter what you do.
Yeah, nobody.
That
that whole,
vague invite. Like
I love when
and
you
then
see
look
like
an
Letterman
asshole
say
if you
it.
call him out on it.
Yeah, I love when you hear like Letterman say it. Come see us anytime. Really? Really? I can just drop in on the Letterman show?
Hey, you said come see us. Come back, see us anytime.
That's what that woman does that stalks him.
Yeah, maybe she heard that.
Know how many times we've heard, we got to get you on the show soon. What does that mean?
That seems to mean the same thing when you say it. Huh? Seems to mean the same thing as when you say it.
Yeah. Well, we play the game too. Yes, you're right.
Well, that's
I'm calling myself out on it, but it happens to all of us.
I swear to God, that's how I felt yesterday. That's why I'm like, look, no. Really, you don't have to. It's okay. Don't feel obligated because you're seeing me.
I saw you before you saw me, so I could have easily turned around and you would have never known.
Oh, that was
so. That was my first move.
Then I would have been like, that dick.
And then we had that
fucking guy.
And then it was true. Like I wasn't on Twitter as much, and I know that people were like tweeting you that you should be on the show, and I saw that when I caught up with my Twitter.
Right.
Why are we going through this?
How can you tell? You have so many followers. Like, how do you pay attention to that?
I can't read them all anymore.
I know. And then you become like so narcissistic, you don't even read your feed.
And then
like you just go, what am I going to say? I don't just spew shit out and don't even take any in at all.
I've hired people to read my tweets ahead of time so my feelings aren't hurt.
Are you serious?
That's hilarious.
And they block people before I even see them.
You hired somebody for real?
Yeah, because my feelings get hurt.
That's funny.
His words hurt.
Yeah, well, no, they say some real cunty shit.
Maybe we can raise some money for you.
You hire a person, and they filter through all that shit.
Let's raise some money for you. That's what we could do. We could put you on a bus and read you your tweets.
These guys actually think they get to me? Nope, not anymore.
Joe's fired.
What? Oh, you're joking?
Of course I am. Do you honestly?
Yeah.
If he was doing that, do you think he'd say it on the air?
Yeah.
See, the stuff that's really happening.
I really feel like,
yeah, can't take it. You can dish it up, can't take it, faggot.
The stuff that's really happening, you'll never know about. Of course.
That's funny.
I didn't know that.
You got to take this.
Because my feelings.
That's always been my biggest show business mistake. Is I'd really just air it all out. I have no line between real life and stage.
Please like me.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah. I actually feel bad for the people that obsessively hate. I feel bad. I'm like, wow, really? You're wasting that much time on hating me?
140 characters.
Look into your life. Do something, man. I feel bad. You're wasting time.
Haters gonna hate.
I get the occasional hate shit. We all do it, but the obsessive ones, that's sad. That's my real thought on that.
The last time I was in here, you weren't here.
Really, you're wasting that much time on my dumb career?
Because they think you're talking directly to them, like somehow that you hate. Like I'm sure that we probably get more hate off of stuff than you get love. Because people don't have time to give you love. No one gives compliments.
No, I know all that.
I get a lot of compliments.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
I get a lot of nice,
otherwise, Joe?
I get a lot of nice tweets from people. It's usually very positive.
Really old broads that are so excited you want to bang them.
They need something in that clam.
Martha Ray.
I see the guys that are, they start up a new Twitter account every day. I feel really bad for those people. That's like weird.
That what?
What do you mean?
You block them and then they fucking start up a whole nother account just to go back at them.
Oh, yeah. You see they got zero
over
followers.
And over again.
They're following 0 people. They have 1 tweet and it's them bashing you. It's like, oh, okay.
The occasional hate is that's human nature, obviously. But the ones that are obsessive about it, I'm like, wow, what is wrong with your life that you've got to continue doing this? It's weird.
People are really
weird.
Really lonely.
Well, and you never know what's going to upset them. You know, like I swear to God, I had like a 10-minute argument with my father over whether Wendy Williams was Tyler Perry or not, because like he totally believed it. People started.
That's funny.
People started sending me all these
She's
things.
a monster.
We love Wendy Williams. How dare you say that about Wendy? What is that? You should write him.
Well, it's
you should call him.
Yeah, I remember I trashed Britney Spears once on CNN, which I actually wouldn't even do that now, but like I did it a couple years ago, and I was getting like hate mail from people being like, "You're fucking ugly. How dare you?" Just because Jesus Christ, I was trashing her song. Like,
you were on CNN,
dumbass.
That's the biggest surprise right there.
Yeah, I know.
No, you're on CNN doing what? Like a pop culture segment?
Were you
going for a joke?
I stood in the lobby and I just kind of yelled it.
They told him stop by
I was on like Showbiz Tonight or something.
Were you going for the joke?
Yeah, it was like on Showbiz Tonight. They had me come on as a comic and like do commentary on Britney Spears' new record at the time or whatever, and I was like trashing it.
Right.
being like it stinks or whatever, and I got hate mail telling me that I was ugly. I was like, that's really a lot more
I am
harsh.
so sorry that you remember that still.
I find it
I didn't
odd.
until you just said that, actually.
And
I'm not carrying it.
That was from a girl? Yeah. The ugly?
No, it's from a guy.
See, that I find fucking bizarre. I've always said this. There are guys that'll be like, fucking ugly. It's like, look, do you think I fucking care that another man doesn't find me attractive? And why are you even commenting on that?
It was the guy who was like, leave Brittany alone. It was that
one of those
screaming
kind
queen.
of maybe.
No, we get guys that comment on our appearances.
That's
like, really?
I don't care
That's
what
fucked up.
that guy thinks.
Because everything is easy. They don't do it from Skype. They don't send a picture of themselves.
That's the thing.
Does that mean they want to fuck us?
That's the thing.
Yes.
No, I'm serious.
Yes,
No, well, I don't know.
But they go through their lives that they're not gay, I guess, but they secretly want to fuck us, and they're bummed out we're not hotter or more attractive or whatever.
You. That's really what it is.
Right.
Here's what I don't get. No bullshit. This is what I don't get. When I go on Fox and do Red Eye, out of all the times I've said like inflammatory or provocative things about women on there, which is a lot because they have a lot of really stiff women on the show that just make you just want to fuck with them. It's like, of all the times I've done that, every time when women respond, they go, I'm behind DeRosa 100%. That chick needed to chill out last night, whatever.
Oh, wow.
It's never a girl that's angry. It's always some fucking guy that's like, I can't stand your opinion, and it's like, I don't give a shit.
Because he's trying to get laid by his update girlfriend. That's probably she's typing it and then signing his name.
Yeah. Did I lose a male groupie? Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm sure you're a lot of fun, Ted from Idaho, who's 57. Go fuck yourself.
Exactly. Who fucking cares?
I'm not coming to your show, and if I did, it would be to punch you in the nose. All right.
Play in Idaho all the time.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going home.
This is bizarre. Yeah, we're here very, very
You guys
late
must have
today.
did real well because we would never stay past 10 on a Friday.
Oh,
especially.
we love you. Thank you.
10:20, 5.
You guys want to leave? I'm just having such a fun time with you guys.
Just come with me. I got to go.
I got nowhere to go.
8,000 degrees, and I have a pool. I think I want to fucking be here right now.
So disgusting.
Sorry. I forgot about camaraderie for a second.
Exactly. I'm out.
That's because you spell
Oh, yeah,
camaraderie
this is fake shit.
C-U-M.
So the mics go off, no one talks.
Jesus, it
Do
really
people know
hurts the way
that?
Anthony says it. I got a fucking pool, douchebag. Okay?
Well,
I
you're
know
talking
you
about
think our
hanging out
friendship
here a
is
little longer.
cute.
Anthony said, stop by
shit.
any time.
Me and Anthony,
Stop by anytime, Jeff.
me and Anthony have the most.
He had said that to me about his house.
Well,
Anytime,
anytime, dude. We've all gotten that.
I may hop the fence to see that Breaking
Me and
Bad
Anthony have the most
episode.
uncomfortable conversation every day after these mics go off. It's strange.
Who does?
Me and Ant.
What? Which
What do you
ones?
What?
Which conversation?
No, it's just uncomfortable. We don't even know what to say to each other. Like,
Oh, my God.
I don't mean that in
We're
a bad
punched
way.
out. It's over.
that's
Work
true,
is
though.
Because we have literally at this point have talked about everything we could possibly talk about
That
with
is
each
true.
other.
Yeah.
You run out of words, though, don't you?
We've been doing
believe
this
that?
18 years.
I
What
do
else are we going to
believe
talk
that
about?
That's
At this point, we talk about the weather on the way out.
I do believe that you run out of
Lambast
words.
people.
That's really
It
one
does.
of the problems.
But I'm
with
not.
chicks.
I'm not saying that in a bad way. That's where we're at. We've talked about every fucking thing we could possibly
Especially
talk
on a
about.
day-to-day basis. You're like, yeah, I pretty much talked about everything
Right.
that my
That
day
came in my
Yeah,
head.
that was what I did
I've been-
yesterday, last night. It's what I'm thinking today.
I've been with my girl 8 years, and
Right.
I guarantee we've talked about way more. Me and it.
I couldn't date
4
guys
hours a day.
early
We
on.
talk to each other 20 hours a week. Who do you talk
a
to
lot.
20 hours a week?
Every day.
You don't talk to your wife or husband 20
17
hours
years.
a week.
Oh, Jesus.
So
4 hours a day.
This is the beginning and the end right here. Like,
hilarious.
Joe, we're gonna have to. They're gonna
Think
break
about-
up right now. This is it. They
Think
realize
about
they have
your.
done
All right, you're married,
Holy
right?
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
How many hours a week do you talk to your husband?
barely at all, especially when I'm on the road, because nothing changes.
But
when
an
I'm on the
hour a
road.
day would be a lot, right?
Yeah, maybe tops.
Seriously. So that's
Tops.
7 days, 7 hours a week, 7 days a week, right? So 7 hours a week you talk.
Yeah.
We talk 20.
That's insane.
20 hours a week.
I don't know anybody I'd want to talk to for 20 hours a week.
So that's what I mean by that.
Right, like
These mics will go off and we'll awkwardly say...
But if he came back, I'd be like, listen, I'm done talking to you about hour 7, 8.
We're going to awkwardly talk about, hey, have a good weekend. You know, what are you doing? All right, well, hey, that show was good.
Yeah,
the show was good. All right, well.
All right, take it easy.
Oh, see you Monday.
Whatever.
That's it. That's all you're going to get. Hey.
Well, you know
So you talk like two people in an office that fucked each other. All right, I'll see you.
Well, yeah.
No, it's like it's the cartoon where you punch the clock.
Yeah.
We're on, man. When we punch that clock, we're on. But as soon as that fucking...
Dropping anvils on each other's heads, and then we punch the clock. It's like...
We have that, though.
Good night,
I was just going to say, it's not incredible. I was at Bonnaroo 2 weeks ago.
Ragged.
And I was...
Sweaty and disgusting.
I don't want to brag, but I did warm up for a special that I wasn't part of.
Oh, my God, what? What was this gig?
Oh, fuck.
What was the special?
Jesus Christ, Joe. Joe, don't take a gig like that. What the fuck are you doing? You don't have to tell everyone that. You say you're a Bonnaroo.
What the fuck are you doing, dude? You say you're on the fucking special. DeRosa. What are you
have to know out there. They don't know.
Who taught you how to do this business, Joe?
Hollywood, Joe.
These people think you're a rock star, Joe.
It's fucking smoking away, Joe. It's fucking Hollywood.
Funny.
Bobby, I was on a special that I wasn't part of. I warmed it up.
Of course you did, because this business fucking stinks, and it just takes, dude. That's all this business does is fucking take.
But, dude, that's nothing. One time I had to do a...
I warmed up my own special.
that I wasn't part of.
Yeah.
These fucking cocksuckers.
It's fucking... Dude, I ran up. I did 20 up front. I went out, I announced myself, I ran back on, and there was no tape in the fucking camera because the fucking asshole fucked me that was supposed to tape it.
Dude,
so fuck you and fuck this business.
Fuck that, dude. Dude, I had to red light myself, dude. I felt I was going long and red lighted myself.
All right, Tammy Pescatelli. Thank you for the energy.
Oh, my God.
You got us through this.
Fun.
Stress Factory this weekend.
That's right. Dinner specials, according to Vinny. All over there.
But do they have magnetic dinner trays?
Magnetic
linen napkins.
Can you tell me that? He made me do that. He goes, will you please?
That's why I said, fuck Vinny.
Yakov.
It's so hard. I never worked there before.
Just talk to the right side of his body. Get him back.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. What did you say? Oh,
I didn't even know that. That's so. Look at him making the face.
Look at you rotten prick. Look at how hard you're fucking laughing over
he doesn't have to work
at the
for
evil of it.
I've done it. It's
That's
fun.
evil. Tammy, listen.
Oh, really? Listen? When you can't?
Oh, my God. We're going to have to
fuck him and his dinner special. I'm mad for Tammy.
We're going to have to have
I'm mad for Tammy.
That's right. I appreciate that.
Holy shit.
He will turn his head a certain way if he really wants to hear you. Let's just put it
That's
that way.
really funny, man.
Righteous indignation.
I love Vinny. He knows it. I've supported
He's the
him over the
greatest.
years. I guarantee we fucking are responsible for at least one wing of his house.
He's the
All the
best.
promoting we've done over
I've
the years.
heard it.
So take a dumb deaf joke, you comic.
I've heard it. Take a dumb
deaf joke. You comic. That's he's a good man. I like Vinny a lot. Look at this guy. This guy's out the fucking door.
Shutting everything down.
He's done.
He's done.
Shut it down.
He's got that Breaking
Shut it
Bad
down.
thing, man.
Well, I feel like that might hurt Vinny now. I like
Oh,
Vinny.
stop. I'm sure he could take it.
All right. There's a couple down here waiting maybe
All right.
for a picture or autograph.
Okay.
Come on. Joe, do the read. Joe,
Joe, you want to do a
I'll
read?
do it, but Anthony has to stay for it.
I'll stay for it.
All right.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, I'll do it, but he has to stay for it.
Up.
What's the read, Joe?
Right now?
Go ahead.
Sure, go ahead.
Tomorrow.
Do you subscribe to Dish?
Yes!
You should.
No.
They're the best TV provider out there, and they have the best technology by far. Dish's new DVR, the Hopper, has a feature called Primetime Anything that'll automatically record all 4 networks of primetime TV for you.
Wow.
You don't have to remember when your shows are on or worry about recording them or ratings if you're in one of the shows. Nobody's watching it at the right time. Or your dreams as a comic as you watch the TV business crumble in front of your eyes. You don't have to do anything at all. Just press one button, and all HD primetime TV will be recorded and saved to your DVR for up to 8 days.
Yeah.
Get this. If there are other shows that you want to record at the same time, you can either do that. You can even do that too. Because with the dish...
And it's complete. Look, he is down.
He doesn't fuck
everything's
around.
wrapped.
But this should have happened a half hour ago. Tammy.
Because
fucked up our weekend.
By the way, in the middle of the read, Ann is packing up like he's evacuating Vietnam right now.
Yeah, man.
Because with the dish, you can record up to 6 shows at once. It's great. Call Dish to get things set up, and the next thing you know, all 4 networks of primetime TV will be recording in your house automatically. You'll just be hanging out, enjoying your favorite shows when you want. Call Dish at 1-888-770-DISH. H. That's 1-888-770-DISH. That number again is 1-888-770-3474. Dish. Let's watch TV.
She's at 481,000.
What?
Yep.
481.
That's the end of the. Yep, $481,000.
She made $54,000 since we started the show today.
Stop giving this woman money.
She's got enough, you idiots. If you want, like, give it to, I don't know, the poor in your neighborhood or something.
If you want to fucking give money,
specials.
Find a cause that's worthwhile. How about those little fucking puppies and kittens with crusty eyes?
There you go.
I'm starting to see blog posts like from big blogs like Gothamist and stuff saying, "Are we going overboard?"
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Now, if you
get $500,000 because they call her a fat ass.
Use this dumb cause to take care of something local.
That's
now.
what they're saying. They're saying
If she had any balls, she'd give it
Holy
away.
fuck.
She'd give it to other people.
Well, yeah, it's like, come out and say, guys, just come out and say, that's enough, everybody.
I think
Thank you,
that's
that's
what's
enough.
happening.
Joe.
This is gluttonous.
No, she's not gonna.
I got a tweet from No Filter Jake. This tweet is meant to hurt Opie's tweet proxy person. Please pass this along because Joe DeRosa Comedy believes you exist.
I did. I believe that. I didn't know it was fake until Anthony was laughing.
That's so funny.
Right.
I love that one.
And even when he was laughing, I saw they go, "What are you laughing at?" And then like I didn't even put it together. Like, oh, he's laughing because I'm buying this.
Yes, of course.
That's how much I was buying.
Remember $500,000 to do with fucking little cancer kids and shit?
Something.
The hospital ward or something
So
like that.
many people you could help.
And because this woman got fucking bitched at.
Especially when the
And
point
you know
of
what?
it.
She
By
is
kids.
fucking fat.
Not
Hey.
like by politicians, kids.
Yeah.
That's what kids do.
Just to tie a few things together, instead of a plug, guess what? This is what I'm saying. Donate to the children of St. Jude's Hospital.
There
That's
you
who
go.
I donate to
if
every
you're
month.
give to this fat ass,
Yeah.
don't and give to fucking
Somebody
child
else.
hospital. Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
I donate every month to take it right out of your bank account. $20 minimum. Donate to the children of St. Jude's. How about that instead of
Because
instead
he's
of a plug?
investing in bras. Hopefully they
Some
live
people
and he
do it
can bang them when
anonymously,
if they
Joe.
can
Jesus.
beat
I know, really,
cancer.
Joe. You have to
Yeah,
brag
you gotta
about
tell the fuck
donations.
what a hero you are, saving kids. What the fuck, Joe?
Holy
Joe DeRosa, the teen idol sensation of the Opie and Anthony show, doing something nice for people.
Oh, now he thinks he's fucking Jonas Salk or some shit. Fucking helping polio victims.
Who's that? Is that Bobby?
He doesn't know who Jonas Salk is.
All right, this was great. Tammy, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Stress
in.
Factory, say hi to Vinny. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'm sure you'll do well down there.
I've had it.
It'll make it.
Yeah, let's get out of
Way
here.
off
Thank
the
you.
kind of schedule.
All right, you guys. Have a great
Hit
weekend.
rush hour
Thanks for having me.
See you guys. Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Later.
Anytime.
Whenever that is.
War injury.
Fuck you, Gary.
Fuck. The Opie and Anthony show is pretty much over. But if you feel like sticking around after 1A Live is next.